Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us again on this wonderful Thursday night for session 18 of the Chronicles of Amar. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. I know mine's been pretty busy with work back on and all that sort of fun stuff. So thanks sure everyone's been at work for a couple of weeks. Good times. I'm going to quickly throw to Andrew. I fixed something up and he's going to talk about our sponsors really quickly.
Awesome. Completely unprompted. However, as always, we have 3 affiliates of the stream. As we always do, we have Roll with Advantage, our wonderful friends down in Melbourne, an online dice store for all your Dice Goblin needs. Their details are in the little carousel that sits under Luke's the DM screen. And if you go to that website, you'll be able to get 12% off your mini dice. I'm blending the two lads together. Your dice.
Tell them the price!
Dice options. 12% off your dice. And they are one of the cheapest dice stores in all of Australia. And they have amazing dice. I don't know, you can't see any of these, but I have quite a few. And they are absolutely incredible. Roll nat 20 today's. Nat 20 is not actually guaranteed. Our second one, obviously, is Eldritch Foundry. Our friends over in the States with their amazing 3D mini building website to customize and create the hero of your dreams, giving 15% off with the code CConclave15. Simply go to their website, build the mini of your dreams, and use the code on checkout to receive that 15% off discount. And locally, we obviously are supported and support our local game store, Elemental Arcade, down in Gosford, New South Wales. And we're still looking at what we're going to start up with them in the new year about more sessions in person there. But stay tuned if you're a local. Keep an eye out on the Elemental Arcade's socials for any partnership events happening with the Coastal Conclave. And hopefully that means Luke is done with whatever he's doing. And back to you.
Never done. Alright, thank you Andrew for that. I'm going to throw very quickly now to our recap video. So there'll be a moment of silence while I insert the right file. As you can see, we've had some upgrades to our stream visuals, thanks to the lovely Nat. We got those thrown in just a little while ago. It's probably a little bit late getting started. Just give me a second and I'll get that running for you.
There is no preventing this. We must preserve life.
Last post.
It's been thousands of years since the last alignment, and here we are. There are now 52 days left until the next.
Oh, hello there. It's me, Gregory, the trusty dwarf miner who is venturing into the Underdark with this group of adventurers. The one with the breakfast wine breath suggested I share my experiences into the strange arcane stone. I'll just head over behind this rock so I won't disturb anybody. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Haha. Zai. Lolliput Lothenway. Master of Disguise and founder of the incredibly successful Adventurers Guild, the Coterie of Heroes. I hope they don't listen back to these recordings. I should be fine. I, through my own wiles, have headed into the Underdark in search of the Temple of Mystra, to rescue poor, helpless Lilith from world-ending cultists, and to show everybody what being a good friend actually looks like. Kit, a new addition to the group, Isabel, Gun Guy, and stupid Falstus suspect nothing. Allow me to recount some recent events. After separating from those bad friends, I manipulated some madness cultists into escorting me into the Underdark to find their base of operations. And wouldn't you know it, I almost immediately bump into my former friends doing exactly the same thing. They haven't been very forthcoming on what they've been up to since we were last together, but if I know them, they were probably doing some research about the end of the world. And Faustus would have been writing stupid letters to all those important people he keeps name-dropping. Ugh. Anyway, they're here now, so I suppose I better make the best of a situation I can. As I said, we're in the Underdark again, currently hiding out from an unusually organized patrol of kobolds, ogre, and giantkin. The dwarven brothers / Elyndra cultists are gone, and to be honest, I'm I'm kind of glad to be doing this recording. To have something to do, you know? My dreams, they've been a bit unsettling of late. I think the goddess of madness might be trying to worm her way into my thoughts, my mind. I only hope she's ready for what she finds in there. I feel like something dark has been brewing inside my very being. Stirred by this new intrusion, and I don't know who to turn to for help. Oh, I can see Faustus coming over here with another breakfast wine. Hello there, laddie. Yes, just finishing up. No, I couldn't have. No, honestly, I've already. Okay, if he insists. This is Lolliput signing off. Oh, nothing. Just a typical dwarf and goodbye.
Awesome! Yeah, so there's going to be a little bit dead air because I forgot about that. Stop the mind, it's like it's still playing. Hope we enjoyed our recap by the lovely Gregory Gilmore.
Oh, he's such a handsome dwarf.
He's very handsome.
It's
Much more handsome than his brother. His former brother, I should say.
So you're getting me really confused now because my actual brother's name is Gregory.
Alright, now, let us pick up where we left off, and that was with our combined group, with Gregory having sent off Astron back to Mordor.
Dismissed for being intoxicated
Under the
in
influence.
Yes, he's-
Fired.
That's
Dangerous.
Right. That's right. And we established that dwarves don't drink and mine.
It's serious business.
Serious
In the word of
business.
Amar, at least. And so we pick up now as they had just stopped for a long rest, I believe. Is there anything anyone would like to do within that rest?
Rest.
Rest?
I suspect
Rest.
Keep an
resting.
eye out.
Quick reminder that we did level up to level 6, so if anyone forgot that, too bad. You're probably going to die because. So yes, everyone at home, the group is now level 6. As we go for a long rest, and we, as sounds like Isaiah's taking the first watch. I'll get Isaiah to make a perception check for me.
Ooh, is that what a watch sounds like?
16.
16. All right. So throughout Isaiah's watch, you continue to hear the sounds of those moving troops of little forces of kobolds, and you hear some ogres. You hear some much larger things moving through the Underdark that may or may not be associated or affiliated with those groups.
In the cavern space that we came up to,
Yes.
they're not. I don't see anything in there.
No. So
They're obviously
Yeah.
deeper down or already past type thing, but I do hear them off in the distance.
Yes.
Okay.
So you just hear like the evidence of their past and things like that. There's nothing approaching your direct position as your watch passes. You do notice with that roll that both Kit and Gregory now, has Gregory gone to sleep?
I can tell you my full sleep preparation.
Absolutely, let's go.
So Gregory, of course, has his own small tent.
You wouldn't want to accidentally
Of course.
reveal yourself?
Hmm?
Wouldn't want to accidentally reveal yourself?
Reveal what? As we established in the last episode, Gregory's story is watertight.
Watertight.
Everybody believes it.
Correct.
In fact, I like to
This
think
guy's self
that.
isn't water.
What?
Continue, Richard. Don't worry about it.
Wait, who is this Aaron?
So we have a small tent. We have a Gregory who knows that his disguised self will probably disappear throughout the night while he's sleeping. So he's doing all due preparations to make sure he cannot be sprung, which includes blanket over the head.
Looks like a fresh corpse.
So, you notice that Gregory has some interesting sleeping habits. Likes to be fully covered, possibly possibly due to trauma in the Underdark and a little bit of PTSD coming around. He looks to be huddled up under his blanket roll.
In my tent. Remember?
In the tent.
In my
Yes,
tent.
in his tent.
In my tent.
The legs slowly growing.
But you do, even despite the tent, you do notice that there's a bit of shifting and throwing from both Gregory and the kit, as their dreams are filled with visions of a strange set of ruins. And while you don't necessarily see the source of the sound, you can hear and feel the heat of burning liquid and molten metal as it hisses and cools in its little, what do they call that part of the blacksmith? The tub of water, as something is being forged. And you're drawn to that, and slowly, in the darkness of your dream, a small pinprick of light slowly begins to grow and resolve into the eye of Mystra, the celestial eye, in the shape of the eye of Mystra, and it's burning into your mind. And you feel a very strong compulsion to go and find whatever that is. So you notice that shifting and turning, and a little bit of sweat as the heat of that sort of connection and vision makes its way through and shows some serious, some physical signs manifesting there.
Zion notes it, but he doesn't really react to it. He keeps an eye on the sounds coming from further down the Underdark.
So they don't necessarily awaken at any point.
Who wants to go next on watch?
Isabel.
Isabel go next on watch?
Yeah.
I go wake up Isabel.
They wake up Isabel. I get Isabel to make a perception check for me as well.
Isabel,
What?
it's your turn for watch.
Okay. Perception?
Yep.
19.
So in addition, you hear those similar sounds of moving creatures, you hear the scratching and clawing of other Underdark denizens. You also hear whispering that feels like it's coming from the walls themselves, within the shadows.
They're in the walls.
So, there's no other sort of sounds with that, but there's just a sort of inaudible or incoherent whisper that seems to be closing in as the shadows deepen within the Underdark.
Awesome. Nothing concerning.
Midway through your shift, you do hear inside your mind a somewhat familiar voice of a fellow member of your order who says, what was I going to say? Acolyte Winterfloor. Message from the Lawkeeper. Stay the course. Content of letter being researched. You may reply to this message.
She'll just reply, thank you for getting back to me.
Thumbs up.
She's thumbs up.
There's nothing further. You can take comfort in the fact that the messages that Falsus sent before leaving Mordor now appear to have reached some of their destinations at least. And your watch also passes uneventfully.
Will there be a third watch?
Who's going on third watch?
I'll go on third
Surely
watch.
our new friend.
Surely you wouldn't get the humble dwarf Mona.
Well, I wouldn't want to pull the blanket off you and disturb you, you know. That'd be just too
Why
much.
would somebody do that?
Yes, yes.
Why would you wait?
Slide.
Dwarf. Perfect person for what?
Isabel will go wake Faustus up.
Oh, is it that time already?
Yep. I didn't see anything.
Nothing at all.
Didn't see anything, but what's it reply to me? Who messaged me? I forgot.
So it was one of the fellow members of your order, a historian named Marek. You recognise the voice. But speaking on behalf of the Lawkeeper, the head of your order.
I got a response on behalf of the Warkeeper.
Oh, that is fantastic.
They're researching into the letter.
Yes. And what did you respond with? I mean, it's nearing the end of the world. That you know. Okay, good. Well, rest up. I'll watch out for goblins and snarks and whatever makes its way down here in the Underdark. And I look around the camp, Dungeon Master. Everybody's just either relaxing or asleep.
Yes.
So I'll go up to the
I
lip.
think everyone's currently asleep, unless Isabel has stayed up for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll make my way up to where everyone's keeping watch from and just sort of saddle myself up to the corner and keep a devout watch over the cavern.
Cool. Sorry if that came through. There's just some noise from the other room. Hopefully it didn't come through.
That's what he hears.
It's the message tone.
What's the last thing you said? Sorry, False.
He's keeping watch.
I'm keeping watch. I've crept up quietly and I've put myself back into the shadows and I'm keeping a devout watch.
That has completely thrown.
Okay. And I'll cast guidance on myself, which I have not been doing, which is absolutely stupid. So that's 21.
21. You also hear the strange whispers that appear to be coming from the shadows in the walls. They are a language that I don't believe Faustus understands.
Strange whispers in the walls. Yes, because at the moment I only understand Dwarvish, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Definitely do not
What language?
know what they are saying.
How do I feel about it? Like, is it like, like kind of nice tones, or is it more like...
No, very deep, aggressive, guttural sounds. Almost like a growl.
Okay, note to self.
That reminds you a little bit of the sound of canines.
Canines.
Nice.
Okay. But the sound it's not an echo traveling around the walls of the cavern. It sounds like it's coming from the walls.
Yes.
And as I look out across, with my immensely powerful 60-foot range of dark vision across this, with whatever light's there, can I see anything at all that might indicate the source other than the stones?
Nothing. Nothing visible.
Okay. Then I sit quietly, patiently, as still as possible, and just wait and continue my watch.
So your watch ends uneventfully.
Mm-hmm.
The whispers continue. They're not constant the entire time. They sort of pick up and drop off throughout your watch. But you do wake up, or the group does begin to wake in the morning after having had a long rest, without any new improved stats and abilities.
Look!
Narratively.
Oh, what a lovely sleep! I slept like a dwarven baby. Oh.
You'll have to teach me some of those stretches there, Gregory.
Oh. It's a dwarven secret. I could not share it with the tall kind. I hope you understand. It's culturally insensitive for you to ask me that.
I apologize. I did not realize I was trying to appropriate your culture.
No harm there.
But yes, may I just simply observe you next time? Would that be okay?
Do you like to watch, do you?
I walk away sort of blushing.
Alright then, laddie.
Are the whispers in the walls gone?
I was going to ask this question.
Make perception checks.
That is 22.
17. Damn it.
I cast guidance. Special.
Bosses can suddenly do things. They are still present, and Faustus realises that they seem to be coming from wherever there are shadows on the walls.
I beckon everyone to come closer, and I'll share this information. The shadows appear to be speaking in some guttural voice that I can't understand it. But it seems unfriendly. All through my watch, I sat and I watched this expanse. Nothing moved, but these sounds come from the shadows.
Coming from the shadows, or are we talking it's just reverberating through the cavern?
I know, I wondered that too. I looked. I didn't move out into the cavern for risk of something spotting me. Stealth is not my forte, but
I mean, I can go have a look quickly.
let's do that. I'll follow behind.
Morning adventure.
May I listen in for these shadows? Whispers
Absolutely.
from the shadows, rather.
You certainly may. Well, language does everybody speak?
Common and Elvish.
And you've got infernal.
So you're so worldly.
Halfling, infernal, other common.
Just check. Alright. Isabel is able to make out some of the language, and you recognise it as infernal. And some of those whispers. The main thing that you can pick out is whispering about the Dark Lady, the will of the Dark Lady, over and over.
Isabel, like, moving closer to the shadow, just trying to listen, and she will repeat. They're talking about the wheel of the Dark Lady.
The wheel, as in one with spokes.
Was it the wheel?
Will.
Will. The will of the Dark Lady.
Well, you're making out a lot more of it than I can.
I think I can hear them, but I don't understand any of it.
It doesn't sound nice, though, does it?
It makes my skin crawl.
Do you mean like somebody's name, Will? The Will, like Dark Lady's friend named Will?
No.
No, Isabel, what's your take on it?
Best I have is, like, her motives or something that's driving her. The will of the Dark Lady.
Who is the Dark
The
Lady?
intent.
No, that's a good question.
Does anybody know the reference?
Does
Dark Lady?
no.
Was there any connection with the Mistress of Madness? I can't. Dungeon Master, would I have recalled any references to the Mistress of Madness being called a Dark Lady?
You have not come across that reference.
Okay, so there's no connection there.
Perhaps a new name.
Though with the Underdark around us.
Yes. I mean, it could be literally in reference to a drow.
Don't look at me like that.
I hadn't even put two and two together.
Can you please roll me an intelligence?
Faustus was actually very intelligent.
With mixed results, shall we say. So that's a 5.
5. There's something into that, but you just, with that memory loss in your time with the cult, it's just not quite there. You're reaching, it's like the shadow is just pulling away. Whatever it is just out of reach.
I suspect this is something I'll struggle with for quite a while.
I get a torch and I just like every time I like shine it into shadows, there's nothing. It's just
Nothing,
wall,
yeah, just wall.
Just checking, and then I'll sort of just hand off the torch to somebody else, and I'll pull out the gun and I'll head up as a point to the cavern.
Yep. So the cavern is much as you left it. There are no more ogres and kobolds and whatever that large thing was moving about. It's fairly quiet now. Kit does notice, and Faustus as well, notice more of those engravings that you were following down. And they seem to be suggesting that there is a destination not too far ahead. And you're getting that strange feeling that you're getting close to something.
Yeah, beautiful. It's well, the good news is that they seem to make more sense to me today. So I think this is really lovely, actually.
It's amazing what a night's rest will do.
You don't say. Though a restful one, maybe not so much. I'm not quite sure where per se, but it looks like we're getting closer.
I say it was like where that main group moved through. I've like moved into the middle of it, and I've just got like a handful of like dirt from the ground. I'm sort of like putting it on the ground.
I mean,
and just staring daggers down in the way that they went.
If you're hungry, I do have spare rations.
Not hungry. Well, maybe for a fight.
hungry for justice.
I'm always hungry for that.
What do your human senses tell you, Isaiah?
I know.
You
What
picking
we
up
were
any
talking
tracking?
about before, just makes me real uneasy. Such a large group, such organization. I'm just really worried about Mordred.
Maybe
Starting to get that little bit of a twitch here.
Yes. We should travel cautiously. There may be more than one. If there's one party, you must assume there might be others. Move cautiously.
I actually don't care about our own safety. I'm thinking about the cities. They're about to be under the hammer of whatever is being organized against them. I don't know. You said we're close, right?
By the looks of it, it's what the markings seem to say. And I suppose the best way that we can potentially help is to figure out where they're going. It's in the same direction.
No, it's the opposite direction, isn't it?
Is it? Is it in the same direction or the opposite direction?
Of that you're going?
Yeah.
The markings do lead you down into that larger passage where you saw the large groups, but it's a very large open cavern with multiple crisscrossing passages.
Okay.
And based on what you can see of them and make out, it will take you in a way that doesn't take you across the middle, so you might be okay to traverse if you're very careful.
Okay. So I don't know where they lead once we go further in. So it's hard to say whether we're following their path or not.
Yeah. I think we stay the course. It's probably best, because deviating this point is redundant. We figure out the Elyndra thing, where this leads to. It's got to lead to some answers, hopefully, for what's going on with the Iron Mistra. And then I think we have a bit of a decision to make whether or not we're going to deal with this before we move further on or not.
Either way, we'll enter the day knowing more than we do now.
That is true. Well,
I think we'll do fine.
little lady, lead on.
Onwards, lovely people.
That's fair classification.
I follow.
Alright, so we're trying to follow those markings. They do seem to be becoming a bit clearer for you, and you have memories of coming through these passages before. And as you progress through, after about an hour or so, it does twist and turn and take you out of those main big caverns, with some narrow and treacherous passages up high overlooking that, with steep falls across to deep into the darkness. But as you progress, you do see a smaller sort of side cavern opening up that has a strange green glow coming out of it. And that glow is definitely familiar. Give me just a second. I'll get these out. Oh.
Is this a good kind of familiar or a bad kind of familiar?
You are filled with a bit of a sense of trepidation. That there is something down there that you might answer some questions, but you might not necessarily want to face.
What seems to be a problem? Why are you slowing down?
So,
My eyes are shit. I don't see
I don't
what you
know.
see.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it down there, but around,
He's going like this.
yeah, basically around the bend, there's so there's some sort of light emanating. It's not natural by any means,
Right.
and as useless as I know it may be, I don't like the looks of it.
You say that's useless? That's good information.
Well, look, a gut feeling has led me well so far, but whether that remains true, all I know is that I'm getting the same feeling of my skin crawling, and I don't know why.
Alright, I think we need to check it out. Who here's got good ability to sneak around apart from myself? You're pretty good?
Pretty decent.
Maybe can you see in the dark? No, you can't. You're a human like I am.
I am but a monk.
I would offer, but I can't trust my abilities in that respect.
I could try my best, but sneakiness is not my forte. Wisdom, scriptures.
I have my dwarven peepers, but these old legs, they're not made for stealthing.
No, that's okay. Alright. maybe the two of us will go up, but we're just, what we do, if there's a glow, there's light. You guys stay back, we'll get into the darkness, let our eyes adjust a little bit, and we should be able to get close enough to see what's going on. If we don't get anything, we'll pull back, we'll bring you up.
Yeah.
Please do be careful.
Yes.
Understood.
Thank you for the.
Pulls out the gun again. Loads the...
I will get you guys to make stealth checks as you approach.
Hey,
I will cast guidance on Isabel. So you get +4.
+4?
Or you can roll a d4 to add it to.
Just trying to find you a standard figure on that.
Yes.
So we didn't actually glue that figure.
Dirty 20.
20?
If you happen to toss me the super ball, I can fix this.
Sure.
I have the technology.
So it's a dirty 20, and I got a 24.
Very nice. So you approach very, very quietly, making very little sound, starting to get used to some of the terrain of the Underdark. And you come down, and it's quite a narrow passage that opens up into a fairly large cavern, and you can see that as your eyes adjust from your hidden position, you can see that there is some kind of very large pulsating green crystal in some sort of contraption. You can see two figures. I'll get you to make a quick perception check. How close would you like to get?
Not super close that we don't get any cover. Perception for me is 14.
For those playing, we'll swap over to our newly created battle cam. And thank you kindly.
Pulsating green crystal in some sort of contraption.
Some sort of contraption. The crystal appears to be in the middle of that contraption. And I'll just put that about there. These guys are out of sight. What do we get on our perception checks?
I got a 14, she got 19.
19. So you don't really see it, Isaiah, but Isabel, you can see two figures standing around that highlighted by the green glow. One appears to have wings, and they seem to be conversing quietly, and it's not quite reaching across the cavern. But as you're watching, out of that crystal emerges some kind of flying creature. It makes its way out as if it's some sort of portal and runs and flies up and just sits up on there. I don't have his base set up. No, this one instead. He's got his base set up.
She'll lean a bit.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. They're not designed for that.
Not quite. So,
Never.
Yeah, she'll kind of lean a bit closer to Isaiah and
there we go.
two creatures up there. Can't tell what they're talking about, but something came in that portal. Crystal.
Pick my head around and just get her to point me in what we're looking
So,
at.
so with that help from Isabel, give you a bit of guidance, you do make out those figures as well. And that one that you saw come out appears to just sort of float over into shadows and disappear.
Cool.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like there are so many sort of creatures and stuff. You hear what they're saying?
Can I understand it all or like pick up a little bit?
The volume isn't quite reaching across, but you do sort of tune into that sort of whispering that still appears to come from the shadows in this cavern as well. Around that, they're amassing their forces for the Dark Lady.
Awesome, more Dark Lady talk. Let's go.
Time is almost right.
Okay.
Let's head back to the Atlas. I think we've got enough recon for this.
Absolutely.
Alright, so we're heading back.
Yeah, now it's on the way back.
Yeah.
So we head back up the cavern, back to the party.
Isabel?
Well, it was, I dare say, successful, but
You're back in one piece, so
one piece, but there are creatures in there.
What type of creatures?
Two interesting looking ones, one with some sort of wings and horns, and they're got some sort of crystal, like greens, where the glow's coming from, in the middle of some mechanical contraption. It seems to be summoning other shadowy creatures that are coming out, staying around for a few moments, then literally merging with the shadow and disappearing. So I think we might be able to get an understanding of where those whispers are coming from.
And those whispers right now are talking about amassing people for the Dark Lady.
It's like they're trying to reinforce maybe even the ogres, or maybe this is something else, I don't know. But, I mean, is this the end of the line for our little glyphs?
They continue onwards. I don't know if they continue through the cavern, but
they go into this cavern, right?
this is where they lead us. If we want to follow them along, we don't have any other choice.
So the descriptions, did you describe the two larger figures as well?
I only just said winged person.
Yeah, that's the one.
Because I'm
So
looking at me.
you're somewhat familiar with the idea of this, and that a name sort of comes unbidden into your memory, and that name is Shireen.
That's into Nat's memory.
Yes. Into Kit's memory.
Kit's memory. I mean Kit.
Yes.
Were they demons, aberrations, monsters?
I'm not good with that stuff.
What
Being an infernal speaker, you do recognise them as some sort of demonic creatures.
What do you
Reminiscent
reckon?
of imps, but not quite the same.
What do you reckon, Isabella? Do you recognize them?
Don't recognize them, but definitely almost demonic. Well, they're definitely demonic.
Foul creatures. The only peace they'll find is death.
I mean, I'm totally fine with going in there, guns blazing, literally.
Who are the Who are the hardiest members of the party, like health-wise? Looking around, you're pretty hardy. Dwarf guy hardy, would I suspect?
Oh, he's a dwarf, surely.
solid
Strong
nugget of a man.
constitution.
Strong.
I don't think Gregory's told you what level he is.
So that's why I asked. Looking around the group, because I know Isabel, and
Isabel's a little bit squishy.
Kit is relatively new, and I remember you saying kind of what was the description you used for Kit?
Sturdy.
Sturdy. So, because I'm choosing my targets for 3rd level aid, and I will cast it then on myself, Isaiah, and Isabel, assuming that my sturdy drow friend over here is all good, and because he's a dwarf, well, he don't need it.
He'll be fine.
Do you have any max?
That's plus 10.
Plus 10 max into warriors.
I'm just a civilian that you guys are bringing along.
It's alright, we kidnapped her.
Level 1 commoner.
This is just an escort quest.
So far, my choice to come with you has been based on vibes.
Yeah.
You have good vibes.
You're untangling this mystery of your amnesia.
A little bit. Also, you already knew Moira. So that's already a good start in my books.
That's true.
Alright.
Wait, that's true though. Gregory,
Aye.
are you a fair hand in a scrap? I mean, I know you're a dwarf and you're probably good with your fists, but
Can you hold your own?
Against demons? I cannot say that. I mean, I'm no stranger to your fist fight in a bar, but when those fisticuffs come to abominations such as this, nah, laddie.
yes, we'll keep your weapons ready, but perhaps stay behind us. We've got this.
Yeah,
You can stay in the back with me.
I have a pickaxe.
Keep it at hand. And actually, can you swing a hammer?
Aye, I'm a dwarf, aren't I?
Well, slightly bigger hammer. And so, reaching behind her, Kithros will bring out, a large. So still one-handed.
Whoa!
So, can you swing a hammer?
I am a dwarf, aren't I?
Well, sir, potentially keep it at hand. And at very worst, have it ready for me.
Just stay behind me. I'll be up pretty much the back. First to fire, but last one in. I think the plan is I open up, you guys rush in, do your thing, you punch, you smack with all this stuff that you got on your. I'll keep supporting fire, and I'll keep an eye on this one here.
I look Kit in the eye, and I take hold of the haft of the hammer, and I say, "I'll protect it with my life, lass." And as she kind of lets go, the weight of the hammer like just drags me down to the ground.
You know what?
It's not very strong for a dwarf.
It's just the balance is off, it's all.
I'm sorry.
I grab the hammer off him.
Yeah.
I don't let it go.
What? I want to have a look. I said it's off balance.
She give it to me to take care
Oh,
of.
fine. You just look like
You know
you're
what?
struggling.
Actually, I might need that.
Hey.
Because, look, it's terrible. All I have left is, well, this, and I might need that after all. What about you protect yourself with your life?
Yeah,
instead?
I think he just needs the pickaxe.
Might I remind everyone there is demon sign just here?
Yeah, we're keeping that.
It's a dwarven whisper.
Let me.
If you insist.
It's a dwarven whisper.
I like spin the revolver and like click it into place, and I'm like, all right, I'll go in first, see what we can do. You're on cleanup once I open up the volley.
Very good.
Ready?
I'll prepare an action, which is to cast Bless on you, Isabel, and Kit when you open fire.
What does Bless get you again?
D4.
D4.
attack rolls, so
Alright, so, based off what we've said, I'm going to assume that Isaiah is leading the way,
Yep.
at the front of the pack. Followed by Isabel,
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone else, how we like to
I
go.
think Kit will go
I'll go
next.
second.
Kit
At least
before
me the
Isabel.
front.
Yeah.
And Healer McKiller Face will be up the back with not Lollywood. With my favourite dwarf, Gregory.
Maybe put a dwarf mini there.
Yes. I came off the base of that.
With a big hammer.
There's other dwarf minis over there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Use one of those.
Oh, they're not out of the box there. No, there it is. There's Gregory. We'll fix him up in a second. Yeah.
Oh, he's a fine looking dwarf.
Alright.
So if we get up and it looks like they haven't really noticed us, I am just gonna step out and
On
start
that-
firing.
Out of the shadows, two creatures do appear around you, snarling
Hello.
and hissing. One is flying up on the passage a little bit. They just sort of appear out of those shadows in the wall. Pop you over a little bit so you can fit them in. And they
Okay, battle cameras not seeing.
have a surprise round, because they were invisible and very stealthy.
Oh, what the?
Cut up high!
There we go. There you are. First one has come out next to Kit. He's going to attack and try and sting Kit with a vicious-looking stinger on the end of its tail. So
Bleeding hells. I
it's
knew I didn't
only
like
going
this.
to be a
Maybe a
15 to
D4.
hit.
Actually, you don't have Bless yet because my trigger is you shooting.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Having been invisible, it's going to have you with advantage. So, as a surprise. That is a 22 to hit.
Oh, no.
I like that less.
So can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw for me,
I
please?
can.
Well, you take 8 points of piercing damage.
So that's an 18.
An 18. So you save, but you still take some as you feel poison damage. So that is 17. 6 is at 5. So half of that. So you take 18 points of poison damage.
18 points.
No.
80 points.
8. I rounded up. 18. 8 points.
It's like you're really testing that whole sturdy thing very, very quickly here.
He's like, you hit 17, therefore you take half, which is 80 points.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, the other one is has come out next to Gregory. You're going to fire a crossbow at Gregory.
Oh.
Not Gregory. No.
That is a 19 to hit.
Gregory.
Would you believe it if I said it hits?
Yes.
That's not nice. 4 points of piercing damage on Gregory.
Oh! My leg!
And that is all. And
Old dwarf, I'll keep you up.
so now we shall roll initiative. Your bless can go off. You go back.
Nice.
Just roll for them. I get set up here.
Plus 5, right?
We've got
16.
that one, that one, that one, and all of those ones. What is it?
All those swats. All those ones.
Back down from what?
Anyway, so I'll start blasting.
Pew, pew, pew.
They all pretty much roll the same number. Okay, anyone 25 to 20?
24.
24, Isaiah. Anyone 15 to 20?
16.
16 for Isabel.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyone 10 to 15?
Friends.
It's the drow party.
Drow.
What a kid.
Dwarf?
Table talk.
Gregory just goes, drow party, yes.
14.
14 for kids.
You wouldn't believe it. 14 for your boy Greg.
Gregory. Alright, so.
Such speed, many.
What is Gregory's dexterity modifier?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's +4.
That makes so much sense.
So
is it really?
sprightly.
Really? Alright.
You might not remember, but old Lilliput's a bit of a beast when it comes to this.
That's true. So Gregory will go first there. And what did Faustus do?
I got a high five.
He high fives himself.
Alright. First up is Isaiah.
Is any of them within 5 feet of me?
The very first one, maybe on the wall there, when he's within 5 feet.
He is within 5 feet. Okay.
Definitely.
In that case, I will pepper box him in the face.
Go ahead and roll attack.
We're going to Adept Marksman for a Deadeye, giving myself advantage
We can't see the characters here, they're not quite in the,
in the shot.
in the shot. Alright, let's fix that up a little bit and I'll adjust the camera as needed. That, there we go. Apologies for that.
So it's basically an off-the-hit shot. I see it come out of the wall, strike hit with a stinger, and I sort of just go like that. So I am going to marksman this and giving me advantage, and I'm going to sharpshooter it. And as I fire, I assume somebody's ready to spell kicks off, right? Question mark?
That happened at the top of the round.
Bless
Bless has gone off. Yeah.
Excellent. That's really good then. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
And it's one of these. Jesus.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. 24 points of piercing damage.
24
Wow.
points of piercing damage as that pebble box explodes off and slams into its hide. Doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would like on the
I noticed that.
So 24.
If I do notice that, I shall just be like, these creatures are sturdy. They got any kind of weaknesses anybody knows of? As I take the second shot. I'm doing the same thing, it just won't have the advantage. But it will be a sharpshooter shot anyway. Which is disgusting, because it's another 23.
Christ.
And it's max damage, 25.
25. Again, it doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as you'd hoped. But the creature is struggling, it's definitely hurting. You see molten blood beginning to pour out that looks, initially comes out as a dark black, but you can see it slowly burning its way down, becoming hotter and hotter as it is exposed to the air for some reason.
Does anybody respond to my question?
Would Isabel know anything about these guys? No.
You do know that they appear to be some sort of imp, which is a devil, and you know that devils are going to be resistant to most forms of damage from non-magical weapons.
She will just respond with they look like imps.
Watch the tails.
Yes, watch the tail.
And the claws.
Just watch everything about them. Just keep the magical abilities for as well as you can.
Magic then. Alright. And I'm actually going to... Let's do that now, because I have to. I'm going to Accent Surge. And you watch as he empties his clip, pulls from the holster a different, very ornate, bullet clip, and I'm going to load +1 bullets into my gun. And I will use the Action Surge action to do that, because that's a full reload. I don't get it for free.
Okay, let's go on to Isabel. Up next.
So, where am I?
You are just behind Kit here.
Okay, I'm right there.
There's enough room to squeeze past and get to the one that Isaiah is attacking. The other one is about 10 feet up in the air, so just out of reach of melee weapons.
Damn. Isabel will squeeze past to the one on. Actually, would that count as a opportunity if I move? Or
Not from the flying one,
okay.
so you can move in range of the melee
Yeah.
without an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, moving closer to the one he's attacking.
Yep.
Poison before breakfast. Good start to the day.
Does the bless go into the
Go to the attack.
that is a dirty 20.
Definitely hits.
Awesome.
What are we attacking with?
With my quarterstaff of certain death.
Yep. I assumed as much, but I just want to clarify.
Yes. And that will be 9, but let's see if I did it too late. Hang on. Then she will attack again.
So what was the damage on the first one?
9 points of
9.
magic.
9?
Yeah.
Wait, I missed that. Don't know how.
Right, no bless on this.
He's looking very badly wounded at the moment.
18.
Hits.
Good.
Uh,
That is 7.
So as that second strike comes around and slams into his head, you just see his skin and skeletal structure melting into a black pool onto the floor.
Oof, and my next attack would have been a bad
Vanished
idea.
back to his.
I was gonna start punching it. That would have been good.
So the other one is just up out of about 10 foot in the air, so a bit out of range of punching, but you're welcome to use the rest of your movement on any bonus actions that you want to do.
Jump and punch it.
She'll just move a bit closer.
Okay, so you're going to head up towards underneath him. Absolutely, here we go. Right, so that guy's out. It is now their turn. As you hear some movement within the chamber. That one will actually use his dash ability and come right up, just close, right up into melee range with Isaiah. That's his turn. Then the other demon in there will fly up, come down on the top of this, but I'll just grab. It's not there. I don't want to put that. She's just up on top here. She might actually stand because she's just a base. Not quite. Alright. And she does utter something and appears to have cast some form of spell that Isaiah can just sort of see.
Oh, we've got a caster out here. Don't sound that.
Yeah.
Alright. Then it is that second imp's turn. No, it is. Because Gregory has. Well, dexterity, Gregory's turn.
Alright.
What Gregory like to do?
So, probably first and foremost, Gregory's going to scream in Dwarvish, which sounds a lot like Ock. And then he's going to disengage from the imp and fall back behind Falstus.
Right, Foster, so it's come around, so it's not all over our camera.
Are you
The
alright?
wee demons coming from the walls!
Are you okay, Gregory?
I wasn't prepared for this. My poultry pickaxe.
He's off camera now.
Oh.
So Gregory's just out of camera for those playing home.
And he can kind of see, I'm assuming, the demon which is approaching
Yes.
Isaiah there. Is that correct?
Yes, you'll be able to see him.
Okay, cool. So he's going to burn a sorcery point. Well, I don't know if I can actually make this one subtle, but I have an ability which requires sorcery points to spread, but it's not actually a spell, so I can't make that subtle, can I?
No.
Okay. But it doesn't look like it has any verbal or semantic or anything like that, so it's just a bonus action.
What have we got?
So, in the effort of not boring everybody, behind, you can see within 120 feet, so behind that character in white,
Yep.
for those who can see, a pool of shadow arises, starts to spread along the ground, and from it, 8 spindly legs creep out, and a body of a massive black spider, almost inky, looking like it's possibly constructed from darkness, pulls itself from the ground and is going to roll initiative, I guess.
So I don't have a giant spider. Is it a medium-sized creature?
Its stats are based on a direwolf, so
Yeah.
probably.
In that space directly behind him?
Yeah.
Yep.
We probably just use a real spider since we are in Australia.
I'm sure there are some.
Hold on,
very
here's
nice
one right here. Here you
spiders
go.
floating around, yes. Absolutely.
Now, it's important to note that
Initiative.
it has an 18 initiative.
18, so he'll go.
It's all the extra legs.
But that
Our mate here has disadvantage on saving throws, I believe. Should a saving throw come up, we can discuss that, but I think it's for everybody.
Alright.
No,
Very
only on
nice.
spells I cast, sorry.
So he's going to have disadvantage?
Yeah, only on spells I cast.
Oh, as well as you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, this giant nightmarish spider appears directly behind that demon. It doesn't seem to have noticed it just yet. It is Kit's turn.
Excellent. So with a incredibly colourful string of curses in both Elven and Dwarvish, kind of mixed around in the way that, you know, growing up amongst both can only give you. Kit turns around, looking at the one that's now basically a puddle on the floor, which I believe is the one that struck her before, because it was in range. Kind of glares at it, and then looks up at the other one, who has appeared above her. With a little, with a muttered kind of, "Get down here, you bastard." She will point upwards at it, and rather than reaching for her hammer, she starts uncoiling the chain that holds the lantern around her arm. As she's doing that, kind of releasing it, she grasps in one hand and then reaches out with the second, pointing towards the creature and casting Toll the Dead.
Oh no.
So, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
So that is a natural 17. Yes, a natural 17. And I'll just check his modifier, just in case that's close for you. There you go.
It will not be.
5. It's an 18.
Oh well, I still don't know what I'm doing here.
So you see him sort of shake, and it's like the spell's gone off, but it hasn't had any kind of effect on him.
What the bloody
So
hell
he
would
shrugs
it
off
work?
that.
I swear that should have worked. And that will be my turn.
It is the second imp's turn, as it will swoop down on Isabel and try and attempt to get her with its stinger. Rolls attack. That is a natural 20. I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. We'll get that sorted while I do the damage.
Roll that's less as long again.
So 13 points of piercing damage.
That's a 6.
6. So it was 13 points of piercing damage. Where are all the d6s? And
Got a lot of extra. Okay.
that is 15 points of poison.
Ow. Yeesh.
Woods.
It will stay. No, he's going to fly back up, so you get an attack of opportunity. As will Kit, as he tries to fly back up out of range.
Get hit.
Retribution at hand.
Way above a 20.
Definitely hits that. So it's him there. He's gone.
That is an 11.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
Yep, thank you. And you strike out with that quarterstaff, smacking him on the back side as he flies back up. Lets out a yelp of devilish pain.
So that's a 13.
Misses, unfortunately. Just a little bit too slow as he swoops back up. And so he's back up about 10 feet, flittering 10 feet above your heads, bringing us to Falsters.
So I will use Twin Spell and first level Guiding Bolt, and I will target the imp and the creature that is in front of Isaiah.
Yep.
As I pull out my crystalline arcane focus and speaking in Elvish, I say El Meru Millennia Sol, and I attack the first one for 25 to hit.
Yep.
And that is the greatest amount of damage given this 4d6 there. That is 3, 6, a whopping 7 damage.
7 points of damage.
Watch
We'll be
out.
targeting first.
The imp.
The imp, so 7 points of damage on the imp. Take that number.
And that is 27 to hit the other one.
That hits
And
as well.
this is nicer. That is 10, 16, 18 damage.
Nice.
So let's get back up.
And for my bonus action, I will exhaust some. Have I got enough sorcery points to get that one back? Third 5. Yes, I do. I'll exhaust some sorcery points to get back a third level slot. And that is the end of my turn. I will step a little bit backwards from the fight to be closer to Gregory, who I believe I currently need to protect.
Gregory.
It's alright, lad, we gotcha.
To Gregory. I'm just going to leave Falsus there so he's still in the camera range. But
Cool.
you're a couple of steps back. And then we're back to the top of the order. So it's Isaiah
What's
first.
this thing that's in front of me?
You turn and you see a red-skinned demonic creature of some sort. It appears to be wearing heavy armor, wielding a very nasty-looking sword, and in one hand he has a flaming skull.
I'm just like, you're an interesting fella. And then I just lay 2 shots into him.
Go ahead and roll for me. Roll your attacks. I'm just going to...
It's the very greatest compliment.
I'm definitely going to die. The first one. Jesus Christ, how good are these size?
Roll with advantage.
Yep.
I am rolling with advantage. With the sharpshooter, that's still going to be a 26.
Hits.
No, wait. 29.
Definitely
You
hits.
didn't have to correct.
Still pretty good damage. Now these are now magical bullets, plus 1 damage, so that is 21 magical piercing damage.
21 magical piercing damage. So, now, because you started your turn within melee range of this creature,
Yes.
you do feel a burning sensation, taking 4 points of fire damage as the heat from its skin sears your flesh.
That's interesting.
Take the second shot. Not at advantage this time. That's much less good. 17.
It misses, unfortunately, as it ricochets off the heavy armour that the creature is wearing.
I will, if I've got a sort of a place to maneuver, I'm going to get onto the other side of it. Not not where the about there.
Yep, that's fine. You can get through there. He wasn't quite there yet to block off that approach. All right.
Was he within 5 feet of me? He was, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Anything else that Isaiah would like to do?
No, that's it.
No. So as this is happening, you do notice the crystal flickering in the background,
Oh no.
and out of that crystal, another creature appears. Just a second. It is Isabel's turn, so I'll let Isabel do some movement while
Isabel.
It's some sort of dog-like creature.
Can we see it from where we are?
You guys cannot. At this stage, only Isaiah can see it.
The crystal is making more things. We've got to get this wrapped up quickly.
I'm going to roll his initiative.
It's coming down the gun from me.
Alright, so Isabel.
So, I'm not sure.
So you have at this point in time the imp floating up above you. You now have sight on this strange-looking demon that Isaiah has just moved around to flank. That's approaching.
So Isabel will move a little bit closer to the doorway.
Move towards the doorway.
And as she's there, quickened healing, because
To in front of the demon, or
just like right there, not in
Right
front of the demon.
Yep. So 5 feet back. That's fine.
Yep, quickened healing, and that will be her turn. I think.
Okay.
Actually,
So go ahead and do your healing.
So what does the quick and healing say?
As an action.
As an action, yeah. So 1d6 plus 3 hit points. Yeah. And then you won't be able to do anything.
D6.
Yep.
It is that demon's turn. He looks around. He begins. Initially, it's some sort of deep, guttural, demonic sound coming out of his mouth, but then he switches to common and it's, the Dark Lady brings us a gift. She will feast on your heads. As he lashes out using his sword, his first 2 attacks with his sword on Isaiah. Get that back out of the way.
Yeah.
The first attack is a natural 20.
They are loving the nat 20s
Yeah, that's
today.
two.
Yeah.
It's very nice. So that will be
Not many for
Prepare
us.
healing.
what's that? Not very much. 13 points of piercing damage.
That's okay.
Then on his second attack, it's another natural 20.
What?
Third one in a row.
Oh, my luck's going.
We need a DM dice cam.
16 for 21 points of piercing damage.
Oh, bloody.
Ow.
And then he's going to attempt to bite you.
Nope.
No.
Let's see.
No, thank you.
We can roll this d10. And that is only a 16 to hit.
That misses.
That misses. So you manage to just, on the back of those 2 slices, really backwards.
I feel like I bring up like the gun and he just goes down on top of the gun. I'm like,
End of
no,
the
no,
You see him reel back.
bad boy.
Chip to tooth, possibly.
There's like some tooth stuck in the gun.
That is his turn.
Make a bullet out of this.
Now it is the other demon's turn. So you hear the flapping of wings as she pops over into sight over here. And she
Look over my shoulder.
begins
I'm
to
like,
cast a spell.
I will counterspell.
So, what is she going to cast? Where are her spells? You going to try and counterspell?
I am going to counterspell. I'm not going to try. I am.
So you, what is the range on counterspell?
60.
60
That's
feet.
60.
10,
Well, technically,
40. Yeah.
so you're just in range for the counterspell. Now, let me think. Counterspell is automatic at third level, isn't it?
Yeah,
Third
third level or
level,
lower. 4th level or
So that
higher.
fizzles out.
Nice.
You hear her cursing in that strange language under her breath.
Athuana Swala. As my crystal just absorbs the energy.
And she will then just flutter back and up a little bit. We'll just pop her up there so she's a little bit off the ground. There we go. That works. Beautiful. You know the reason I didn't put a base on it. Alright.
Action pose.
So, spike up her butt. So that's her turn. It is Gregory. Gregory's turn.
So my spider probably should have gone on round 18.
Oh yes, your spider should have gone. So your spider may have a turn. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. That's a great choice. So it actually, due to the pack tactics, gets advantage if it's within 5. If the person it's targeting is within 5 feet of an enemy. So that's Isaiah still within 5
Yeah,
feet.
he's still within 5 feet. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So there's
I'm
advantage there.
Alright. So that is a 23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Nice.
I see the spider attacking. I'm just like, where did the spider come from?
Yeah, the spider is
For some reason.
Helpful spiders.
Like looking around.
That's a 6. 4. So that is a 10 plus 3, 13 points of piercing damage.
13.
As this kind of inky black shadowy spider just starts to bite at this demon's legs.
Very nice. You can see that there's 2 very heavy puncture marks from where the teeth sunk through the armour of the demon, finding some flesh, and it's sort of festering from that attack.
Now it's Gregory's turn.
Gregory's turn.
Good old Gregory. So I'm going to burn another sorcery point to cast a subtle spell on Mind Sliver.
Mind Sliver.
Yeah, so that's a intelligence saving throw, please.
That's a 16.
Oh, that'll do it.
Wrong one. Where is he?
Oh, that's not a
His
16.
intelligence. Straight 16. Natural 16 with no bonus.
Damn. All right, cool. He passes.
Passes.
Oh no, wait, he does that at disadvantage because of the spider.
Yay.
That is a 10. There you go.
Hooray for remembering your own mechanics.
It's small victories, people.
You take what you get.
Yeah.
So 5 points of psychic damage.
5 points of psychic damage as you reels backwards from that invasion in the line.
And he's got 1d4 off the
Screaming.
next saving throw he takes.
1d4 off the next one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Such a good spell.
Now, it is Kit's turn.
Smash.
Kit smash.
Yeah, so the imp is well and truly out of range again.
Yes.
Yep. So, look back behind me. You two stay safe. And I will move forwards to the closest space I can to back up Isaiah.
Yep. So you could get through that little gap there and around next to Isaiah and still flanking if you want to, or you can stand directly in front of him.
I'll move up further into the space.
Yep. You've got
Because
the
that
spider directly behind, so you can kind of sit next to Isaiah there on that diagonal.
highly suspicious of said spider.
Yes.
Somehow seems to be
As you come into the spider, I was like, it's helping us. I don't know where it came
We've
from.
just had some imps appear out of shadow and then suddenly a spider crawls out.
Yeah,
of
it's-
as well.
Yeah, and I can pull.
It's not a friend or foe. Just go with it.
Yep.
Shit is friendly.
It's like, I am from mate. I shoot it in its face.
All I can imagine is a spider with a tiny dwarf beard. Also in disguise.
But not fangs, it's just a beard.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kithris will basically once again wind up, basically start swinging the lantern and swing it towards the demon.
Yep.
Hopefully with better results this time. So that's a 19 to hit.
That does it.
Yeah, bless.
Perfect.
Managed to find a weak point in the armour, slams the
Bless.
lantern in.
You're good.
Okay, beautiful. So
Is that lantern magical?
it's not because we never got around to that. So for the moment, as far as I can remember, it's completely mundane.
It's
It's the best form of plausible deniability. So that will be 1d8, I believe. Sorry, new character, fun times. Yeah, 1d8. So that's a 1.
a 1
For my magnificent strength stat of +1.
plus 1.
So 2 total.
Slams into him, he doesn't even bat an eyelid as it lightens into his face. There's pretty minimal damage there.
However, so because I hit with bludgeoning damage, the lantern sparks with a very, very faint light of my determination. And I may use it to push an enemy 5 foot to an unoccupied space.
That would be forward from there towards Isabel.
Alright.
All right.
So separating them out, and then I will use my bonus action to basically rapidly recover ever so slightly.
It is now the Hellhound's turn. As
He
a
sounds friendly.
black, leathery skinned creature with molten fire running through its body surges forward.
Is he throwing like a red glow from that back of the back, that dark cavern there?
Straight up to Isaiah. And he is going to use his fire breath.
Oh no.
So it's a 15-foot cone.
Gonna have a toasty.
He's going to get... The cone's not quite going to hit the spider, so it's Isaiah and Kit. We need to make dexterity saves, please. And
21 confirmed.
21 is a save. So that'll be half damage.
15.
15 is a save. So that's not great. 18. So 21 points half, so 10 points of fire damage each. And that is his turn. Which brings us to Faustus.
Glad I did tough with my feet.
Yeah.
I actually can take a hit now.
I think he's pretty incensed by that imp still floating around up there. So what I will do is I will cast Sacred Flame, Dex save 15 at that creature.
It's a natural 4, so he's going to fail.
Amazing.
Good.
And
Good.
he will take an incredible 6 damage as I channel Sacred Flame down from the Underdark
He's
Heavens.
pretty bad. He's taken some damage now. Now that everyone sort of triggered that and clicked on that they are magical weapons are required, or magical spells. So he's looking worse for wear. You can see that his wings are starting to have holes in them, and that radiant energy is still sort of burning around his skin.
And as a bonus action, I will cast third level healing word on Isaiah. Where are these guys? And that is 3d4.
Unfortunately for you, the succubus, or the not actually a succubus because that's something different, is going to counterspell your spell.
I rolled the healing!
As it fizzles out. I'll smart that off.
It kind of seems like a deliberate FU moment.
Yeah. Okay,
How
great.
dare you counterspell my counterspell?
Yeah.
Kind of like
It's very
counterspell.
It's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
You can try and counterspell the counterspell.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that. That was more of a hypothetical.
If there was a Lilith running around, we might have a shot.
Somewhere Lilith is just.
And I'm pretty sure I can't counterspell somebody who's counterspelling me.
There's a counterspell being done in range of somebody I might actually want to counter for.
And I will curse under my breath and end my turn.
And you just hear a soft chuckle. So Isaiah's turn.
Yeah.
Deal with big, tall, dark, and horny. I'll take out the one that looks like she wants to have sex with everybody.
You just described both of them.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm going to put a violent shot on this, not gain the advantage, and we are going for a sharpshooter on Succubus with a magic bullet. First one. That is definitely going to hit. It's on that 20. That is going to be a 24.
24 hits. So you reel back from the impact of the bullets.
Good.
There she is.
That is going to be 15, 25, 30, 31 points of magical piercing damage on
See
her.
her howl and get screaming pain. And she looks at you, points a finger, and I need you to make a dexterity save.
Hellish Rebuke. That is a 17 on my dex. Half damage.
Pass Hellish Rebuke. Well, that's a lot of ones. Good. We got 10.
What do you mean? That's perfect.
19
We're okay with
points
that.
halved. So
No.
9 points.
I know.
Where's problem on maths?
Yep.
9 points of fire damage
Yeah.
as hellish flames erupt
I
around.
kind of like go like this and sort of do a duck roll to the side. And my cloak's on fire as I pat it down. I'm just like, now that's just plain rude. As I shoot her again. Yeah, this one's just a generic one. It's stupid. 30.
That hits.
Without sharpshooter, I have a +10 hit. And you've got bless on me.
Yeah.
That is 14 points of magical piercing damage as I go down to 2 bullets in the clip.
That. Very nice.
45 total for the
Alright,
turn, and I'll use my bonus action to second wind myself. Ooh, gaining back 15 health.
Very nice.
End of turn.
Very nice. Yeah.
Actually, I'll move sort of like around a little bit to this. Oh no, there's the dogs that are there. I'll stand.
Yeah, we're all kind of
Forgot about the dogs.
squeezed in this little hallway.
Okay. Again, that crystal pulsates. Let's see first. We roll things here. No, it does not pulsate that time. Isabel's turn.
Isabel.
Spider.
Spider
before
first,
Isabel.
yeah.
Spider before Isabel. Sorry, I read it just below Isabel. So Spider's turn.
Spider's
Spider's
turn. Spearhead straight for the demon.
It's coming straight forward. While that's happening, the Hellhound is going to use an attack opportunity.
That's fair.
He's going to try and bite him. I don't think that's going to do it, although it is a spider.
Go for the legs.
14 hit
That is the AC.
of a spider. Okay. So he takes max damage, 11 points of piercing damage, and 7 points of fire damage.
It was 11 and 7.
11 and 7, yep.
Cool. He's going for your boy.
Go ahead. Roll some attacks. There's definitely people in range, so it's with advantage.
Excellent. That's not going to look great, so that's a 13 to hit.
Misses, unfortunately, as the spider's fangs just clatter off that heavily armoured hide plate mail of the demon.
Grand.
Nice.
Alright, that brings us to Isabel.
Yay.
So you're right on top of the demon because he's been pushed towards you. Just off to the side.
5 feet.
Just 5, yeah. Give him a melee.
Yeah.
Smash into it.
Wrong button. Yes, you've got one to use.
Hit first, though.
Yeah. Ooh, nat 20. Nat
Yeah!
20.
Very nice. What does it look like?
Isabel pulling, like reeling her staff back, she will slam it into the demon. And damage.
You can do it twice. Yeah, great damage.
Oops, sorry for the camera there, people. Just trying to get the second demon in sight. It's not quite going to work.
What did you do?
Yeah, she
Oh,
is
you're
up
using
on
it
the pole.
two-handed. Roll it.
Ow.
It's the one down the below.
Too many
Not quite going
options.
to happen for us, I don't think.
Hang on.
There you go.
Sorry, chat.
There we go.
There we go. That is 15 damage.
15 damage. Is that the crit damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Should I do my
him.
other attack first? Or...
So
He
strong.
wait.
is looking bloodied now.
And I will stunning strike.
Alright, so that'll be a save.
Yep, 13. Con.
And he takes are you taking the big guy?
That's cool.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so he's
not.
got minus.
This is the
1d4.
next save that he needs to make. 6 minus D4.
Well, with that, let's see. Let's see what it would do for this one. That brings us to a -2 on the save.
Oh my god.
Does that mean he just dies instantly?
With his constitution bonus, though, because it was constitution, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Brings us to a 0. So, straight 0, he is stunned.
Oh,
Awesome.
now every attack you have for the rest of this round is at advantage.
So, this is where you cut loose.
You just
as-
flurry of blows,
Yeah.
just hit him
Yeah.
with everything.
Has Isabel just went to the quick time event?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Fury blow.
yeah.
So I can do I can do it now?
Yeah, make
Yeah.
your second attack. Don't forget advantage. So I roll. Let's go.
Very
Let's
nice.
go.
That was a pretty clutch stun.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah.
We had some plans.
Definitely gonna hit.
So 20.
Definitely hits.
Yeah.
I keep rolling the wrong thing.
It's still the same damage.
8, and then I get another one.
Flurry of blows.
Definitely.
It's like 30.
Yeah. Oof. 6.
So
Damn.
there's your 8 and 6 in there for damage.
Yep.
Another 14.
Flurry of blows, you get 4.
Battered, bruised. You can see the welt marks from the slapping and cracking of that huge quarterstaff.
Another hit.
Another 28 to hit.
That's everyone ridiculous.
And another 8.
Another 8.
Last attack.
You hear some bones snap under that armor. He
Nice.
is in bad shape.
Just the quarterstaff, just like.
Order.
And he's like not moving.
Done until the end of his
Her next turn, yeah.
So everyone
It's real bad
Go
for him. It's such a powerful ability once it
It
happens.
is
Yeah.
his turn, stunned.
Yeah,
Her turn.
He's just gonna unstun and just melt.
She
pretty much.
sees this flurry of attacks and battering of her friend and is going to cast.
Counter spell.
Not a spell.
So,
Just counter
The
spike
best
at this
damage
point.
shield is the
Counter-
damage not
counter
dealt.
spell.
Yeah. Counter spike.
absolutely, you can counterspell. So you
It's got-
see,
It's got out of
her fingers sort of light up in flame, and she begins to mutter, and they are very quickly snuffed out as Falsus counterspells that. Whatever that was going to be. Now,
Nice.
that's
Thanks, Faustus.
really do much else, is it?
Nice whacking over there, Isabel. Great staff work. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I'll remember that for next time because that's technically an action. That would have been nice to know.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
can I ask a question?
Certainly.
May I have 9 health back on the proviso that I completely forgot that you used 2 reactions on her before her turn? She countered his spell and then
And
Hellish rebuked
then
me.
Hellish Rebuke, yes. But, yeah, she did.
Can I get 9 health back?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Yes, you
Continue.
can. No, that's fair enough. Fair cool.
Thank you, Mr. DM. Thank you. I was like, as soon as you did the
That was
reaction, I
your
just went, wait a second.
She is clearly becoming frustrated and says, I'll feast on your soul before we deliver you to the Dark Lady. She stays up on her little perch up there. She feels pretty safe up there. And then that brings us to Gregory.
Spider?
He had his turn.
Yeah, just
He
did.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're.
Before Isabel.
Yeah, we just finished my turn.
Okay.
Let's go on
No,
round.
I just thought we'd
Just,
come around again.
Yeah.
Come on, attack, attack,
Just remember, big time
attack.
event.
Way too keen.
I'm last.
She just had like 7 turns, but that's okay.
That's probably why. Yeah, the density of turn action.
Yeah.
Monks are nuts.
So Gregory's going to, because your boy's still stunned, right?
Yeah.
So Gregory's going to go, oh, I think I've got something here. And he's going to take out a hand crossbow. Shakily aim
another
it.
weapon.
Shakily aim it. And like Gregory's eyes, the dwarven eyes are shut. Lilliput's eyes are open beneath the...
Go ahead and roll. I should say
Make the
straight roll so
eyebrows.
you've got disadvantage, but roll with advantage.
Why would that be?
Shaking?
It's performance, Luke. We need to go through this again.
Performance also.
Method actor.
Every time.
Oh!
That 20 boy.
Yeah, nice.
It's a good night for that one.
Yeah.
Alright, go roll some damage. Unfortunately, hand crossbow is not a magical weapon. So. At the imp or at the demon?
Like the demon.
At the demon?
Yeah, unless I've got advantage on the imp for some reason.
No.
No, alright.
But can I?
Crossbow, light, D8. I know. This is a problem with little dice. So that is a 9 plus 4, 13 piercing damage.
13 points of piercing damage. 6. It manages to stick into a spot just above his shoulder, and you can see that crossbow bolt is just hanging there. He just leaves it. You see
Did I get him, Faustus? Oh, did I get him?
purpley black blood pulsating out of that.
Yep, you hit him.
Great job.
Well done. It's like you're made for
Go
this.
ahead in me.
My hands can't stop
Not
shaking.
the imp before Kit or the imp after Kit. I can't remember. Kit's turn.
Yeah, it was imp after. Because I was waiting for the imp to get down to me before I hit it, but it didn't. So, going to try. Keyword try. Because apparently I can't remember whether or not I'm actually very good at swinging things. To hit the downed demon.
Yep. So, advantage.
Yep. Hence try.
So you need to move forward just a touch, because you knocked him back.
Yep.
It's going to be crowded.
What'd you roll?
Is that another nat 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. D4?
D4.
D4. Cool. So that's 16.
Misses, unfortunately. He just senses that attack and carries away the strike with his sword.
You were so ready to say that.
Wouldn't this work?
They're very tricksy creatures.
I feel like this should work, but maybe a lamp isn't a good weapon.
Probably not.
I'm even a fighter and I know that.
Imp number 2 is going to come on down. Come on. And attack.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Who's close? Let's see who's going to go up. We've got Faustus and Isabel. Faustus. Comes on down.
Light shall not abjure you, demon.
He's going to roll his try and sting you. So let's see what we got. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
So I need to make a constitution save for me while I get damage. 8 points of piercing damage.
So that is 15.
That's a save. So you manage to resist the majority of that poison, but you do still take 3 points of poison damage.
3 poison damage. And now I have this imp in my face.
You do have an imp in your face, and he's going to stay down this time. Doesn't look like it's going all that well, so he's going to stay down and try and do as much damage as he can. Alright, so that was the imp's turn. And that brings us to the Hellhound. Let us see if he recharges his fire or not. He does not. So he is just going to try and bite. That is going to be close. That is 18 to hit on Isaiah.
That is it.
That is a hit, so that we can get out of the way. 10 points of piercing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
That's his turn.
So it's just grabbed by the leg and I'm like, get off me, get off
You
me.
feel that the flame appears, like that fire damage originates from within the creature. So no matter what part of its body it seems to hit you with, whether it was to bite or claw, it would probably be doing that extra burning sensation. And it lingers this time around a little bit. Continues to burn.
Gotta hate a burning sensation.
And Foster's.
So I channel the ability of my magical rod and regain a spell slot here with my action. You guys can play with that all you want, guys. But you know, I'm an adult over here, so. And then with my bonus action, I will stare this imp in the face as I cast second level healing word on Isaiah. 2d4 plus 4 healing. That is lame. But still, it's better than nothing. So that's 7 healing you take. And I don't think I have anything to boost that, unfortunately. And that is my turn as I glare at this creature.
We're back at the top of the order, which means it's Isaiah's turn. Then Spider.
Yes. Then Spider. So yeah, kicking off the dog a little bit. I'll look around. How does the lady look?
She is hurt. You can see that there are puncture marks and blood on her, but she looks alright.
And old maid looks pretty rough. You hang on there for a second, and I pretty much go like this, like shoot from behind, like just go back, and it was like take 2 shots. Well, starting with 1 shot at the stunned guy. Never take an opportunity like this. Lying down, and that is natural 20.
Go roll some damage.
The black one.
You
Not racist.
don't think you can do it, but it'll be close.
Oh yeah.
So you probably have a second attack, but go ahead.
It's like Knight of the Nat 20s.
Yeah.
So I'll get back a marksman point, which is good. And that is not sharpshooted. It's going to end up being a 21.
21 points of damage. Still up.
No, I'll take the second shot.
It's more like the night of no nat 20s.
And I will sharpshooter this. I forgot to do it before. That's going to be dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that definitely hits us.
That's more like no nat 20s.
Or no 20s for now.
Nice. 25. Magical piercing for both shots.
Looking very, very, very rough.
He took 50 points of damage, and you said he was really almost dead.
Alive.
Pretty low. It's below a third.
Jesus.
So
good. That's all good. Then I will. So I've got that back. I'm not going to do anything there. Reload is quick and painless because I have gunner feet, which means I ignore it. And I now have a new clip. And I'm going to use my second and last clip of +1 bullets.
Alright.
That is the end of my turn.
Spider.
You still got advantage?
Yes, yeah, you do.
Oh,
Isabel's
yes.
next.
Yep.
Spider
Two advantage
scuttles
for
in.
Spider.
Do what you can now.
Clickety, clickety, clack. Goes the spider's feet.
You have an turn again to hit him with it.
That's a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
And you can restart it with
If he's still alive.
4 plus 3, 7. Piercing.
He is swaying as those fangs sink deeply, ripping away flesh, and you can just see the exposed bone as dark, thick purpley black blood begins pouring out of the wound in his leg.
But you need to make a save. Let me just tell you which one it is.
He takes some sort of save.
You two save yourself with a strength save, please.
That is a 12 plus 5, 17.
Let's just ignore that I even asked you to do that. Except for the fact that you need to do it at disadvantage.
Stun would be disadvantage.
You got to do it at disadvantage anyway because you hate spiders.
That's still a 16 with disadvantage.
There's no such thing as triple disadvantage. No, that's it. That's it.
Isabel.
Okay, so he is still stunned, as
He
Andy
is,
informed me,
yeah,
until
to
the end of
your
my turn.
So still there.
So-
Entire turn, flurry of blows, and attack 4 times with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, I totally could for flurry of blows right now.
Well, start with the first 2 attacks and see if he's still alive. Advantage. Is that nat 20?
Yeah.
How would you like to do?
I was like, I think he's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, he had 3 left.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, wow. So as Isabel's getting ready to attack with her quarterstaff again, she'll go in for under the jaw, like swift blow right here.
So as you swing up and make contact, the jaw comes away, flies through the air, and as it's flying through the air, you see it beginning to dissolve as the demon is banished back to its natural realm, and its body just melts into a pile of sludge.
Amazing.
Nice.
So, do still have
Well done,
your
kiddo.
movements,
Oh yeah,
your
more stuff to do.
bonuses and things like that. So everything.
The spider dissolves, flakes away into kind of like shadow as the demon melts.
So you can move up to the door and start punching up.
Everything okay?
Still going?
Okay.
All lights are on the mics. We're good.
You can go to the dog.
There's, the dog's
Yeah.
right next to Isaiah, so do you want to head up to the dog?
Yeah, I'll run up to the dog.
Ahead.
Yeah,
You
ignore
probably get
the,
around the back.
the imp attacking
Yeah,
me. It's an elf.
so-
That's fine.
Accused of standing on.
I take it personally.
Second attack.
That was 24.
Oh,
It's
took damage and didn't do my check.
so he
Concentration.
has not actually been hit yet.
No bless.
Yeah, if I even had
Yeah.
that, that's not good.
That is an 8 damage.
What about the morals?
8 damage.
8
You
damage.
can flurry if you want.
And yeah, fuck it, I'll flurry.
Go
Small,
ahead.
small point of order.
That's not required
My
crystal.
my bless has gone down because I forgot my concentration save after getting
All
damage.
good.
I did my concentration save, and we no longer have bless.
I've got this token one. Yes. Thank
Nice.
So I think that is 22.
you. It's
Maybe bless was the problem. And
Maybe.
you can.
That one's in another 8.
8.
Hit him again.
Another one.
Another one.
2 19s.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Which one do you want to take? I think this one's better.
Yeah, I like to
Maybe
make that
my
one.
calling is to give aid, not take aid.
That one is that is 13.
No, it's not.
Okay, the Hellhound is looking in very bad shape. As you hear the cracking and tearing of tendon and bone as Isabel just lays into it with a flurry of punches and kicks.
Isabel is going nuts.
He's dead.
I think that's it for Isabel's turn.
End of her turn.
Yes.
It is the other demon's turn. She will. Can I get? Let's roll for it, shall we? That's going to be Faustus, I think.
Boo.
Can I get Faustus to make a? Where are we?
Is she casting a spell?
She is.
No, counter spell.
I a lot of counter spells from you.
Just keeping her on
Right.
lock at this point.
Counterspell her, absolutely. Alright. So. She won't do that this time.
But in fairness, I will share with you, I have absolutely no way to recover spell slots now, and I'm out of 3rd level spell slots.
That was her turn, which means it's Gregory's turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take my light hand crossbow and I'm going to shakily point it at the imp. Force
Roll on
this!
the imp.
Watch your left! I'm going to shoot a bullet at the imp.
I got no idea when you're firing, so I'm just like ducking in front of this imp.
Yeah. It's a 19.
That does hit, yeah. Very nice.
Oh.
Where is he? Where is he? There he is.
And that's 12 piercing damage.
So that crossbow bolt slammed into the imp, hitting it between the eyes. Continues on through its head as its head explodes in a shower of goo. And he is gone. That's a pretty good
I killed it. Oh, I killed it. What's this? I killed it.
We'll make an adventure of you yet.
Oh, I don't know what those rangers are talking about. It's not that hard.
You know, we have this coterie of heroes back in Ishvanor. I think you should apply.
Yeah, didn't I say?
I do say. Just speak to Tim Tam. And as I'm, now I'm feeling a lot more confident now that the imp's out of my
The
face.
great Tim Tam.
You know Tim Tam?
Tim Tam's the talk of the town.
We'll have to pick that up after. Knows Tim Tam.
So with the absolute cry of frustration, staring at the weapon in her hand, then at the spot where the demon was and is now a far more liquid version of itself, she'll reach out a hand and once again try to cast Toll the Dead towards the winged demon that she seems to have some familiarity with.
So, where are we? What's Toll the Dead say?
16, I believe.
She's on natural 10, so she can't make that on anything. So that's a fail. She has taken some damage, so it's the 12, isn't it?
It is. So that will be 2d12.
2d12.
What was it?
It's gonna be good.
That's 2.
2 damage. I thought you were saying 2 12s.
It was not blessed. Apparently.
Just rubbish tonight.
Can you stop concentrating on curse instead?
The door of
So you see
the Underdark.
You see the demon's head twitch, and her gaze focuses on you, and you can see that hint of recognition in her eyes.
I thought you were going to say she had 2 health points left.
That would have
She's
been
not even
amazing.
bloodied yet.
Once again, just nothing but the worst, absolute Undercity level curses under her breath.
You hear Gregor from the back gasp.
Don't you judge me.
Oh my ears.
Hellhound. We'll see if his breath recharges. It does not.
Oh, thank God.
You try and once again bite the nearest person to him, which is Isaiah. He's still facing that way. He's not going to.
I'll take it.
Dwarf.
I'll take it.
That is a 7.
Any good dwarf.
17 hits.
17 hits.
So piercing
Yup, someone's yup.
damage. 6 points of piercing damage. 8 points of fire damage. As those serrated teeth once again sink into your upper thigh, scorching you. There's no blood, because the wound is instantly cauterized by the heat of that fire damage.
Nice.
Looks like it might. That one's probably going to scar. Now, that is the Hellhound's turn.
Yeah, the cool
Which
bite
brings
mark
us
scar.
Yeah.
to Foster's.
So, Dungeon Master, at the moment, how is the Hellhound looking? to Faustus.
The Hellhound is injured. It appears to be sort of gasping for breath and breathing very heavily, but solely focused on protecting its masters.
Which is the Lady Mistress counterspell up there.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Sure.
So, what I will do is I will cast. Actually, if I use detect thoughts, but not as a spell, can it still be counterspelled? Like, because I've got it because of my feat.
No.
It's still a spell.
No shame. Well, it is, but you could try cast it if you like.
So I will cast detect thoughts on Lady Counterspell up there.
Alright.
And it's a wisdom save. 15.
That will be a fail. So you do manage to probe into her thoughts. However, as you do so, you feel some sort of psychic block. And as her reaction, she's going to cast Psychic Resonance back down that connection. And I would like you to make a Charisma saving
That
throw.
might hurt a little bit.
Charisma saving throw. Okay, that is a 26.
That's a save.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
So you do still take. She's casting out at that level, so what have we got? 19 points of damage half, so you take 9 points of psychic damage, as that psychic energy that you pour into it is rebounded back on you. And the barrier is formed, and she is now immune to any form of psychic damage.
So I
The
guess
end of her next turn.
I can't get her to tell me everything after all. So,
Fine. Keep your secrets.
then I shall. How near to me is Isaiah at the moment?
30 feet? 35 feet?
30 feet.
Okay. I will cast Cure Wounds on. No, I won't, because that's not really necessary. Okay, I'll just I'll cast Healing Word with my. Oh wait, no, that's an ability. I can't do that. That's always fun, isn't it? What I would do is hold my bonus action, and if the Hellhound approaches me, I will cast. I will use my Starlight Step to move to the far side of my right side there to get away from him.
So you've got that held for Starlight Step. Back to the top of the order, Isaiah.
Okay.
And then Spider. Spider's gone.
Spider's gone. You can scratch him off the list.
Yeah. And then Isabel.
Alright, we're gonna adept marksman and ignoring the Hellhound as I see Isabel. I'm just like, deal with the doggy for me as I like pry it off and throw it out. And I'll take 2 shots at the succubus lady.
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry, sharpshooting I should have said. 21.
That does hit.
I'll share with everyone that she's blocked me and I tried to read her minds.
Okay.
In character. It sounded much cooler in the game.
15, 16, 22 points of magical piercing. And then just a normal. These dice.
Yeah.
19 with the sharpshooter.
That hits.
For 18 points of damage.
So that first shot you see strike her in the sternum and her shoulders slump as she is seriously wounded, followed closely by the second. can see that blood is beginning to flow very thick and very heavily. She's still standing.
I sort of yell out to the rest of the group and just like,
This one seems to be like the leader. Perhaps she's one we need to keep around after this fight for questioning. Try not to kill her.
You gonna use non-lethal bullets?
I'm gonna just shoot at her.
As that is occurring, the crystal begins to pulse again as another imp comes out of the
Someone's
portal.
gonna go deal with that.
Stops there. I will just quickly roll his initiative. Put him right down there at the bottom. The Hellhound. Alright. Isabel.
Yep.
So you're currently flanking the Hellhound with Isaiah.
Awesome. So. No more bless, right?
No, so just
Boo.
you are flanking, so it's advantage.
Awesome.
Blame the imp that you chose not to kill.
No, it's definitely Falsus's fault.
Yeah.
Is that both 15?
That's an 18.
Okay, nice.
Yep, so that's gonna hit. That is a 7 damage for that one.
7.
Yep.
He's just barely holding his feet. You can see his back leg is sort of folding down under him. He's just barely managing to stay up. The fire is beginning to diminish.
Oh yeah. That is 16, 8. Yep, that'll hit. That is a 10 damage.
Alright, so that strike punctures straight through its hide, and you can just see as the big corpse begins to melt away, the fire vanishes, just leaving a puddle of disgusting.
Isabel is a
thick
killing
black
machine tonight.
Yeah.
Another kill for Isabel.
You should go meditate in little ritual places more often.
So that leaves Isabel with newly summoned imp and another demon sort of floating around up above the room, out of melee range, about 15 feet up.
15 feet, you say? I'll keep that in mind. There's the way to the. No, there's something guarding the crystal, isn't there?
And another one's just come out of that.
Yeah, okay. She will move. Do I have the health for this? She will move closer to, like at 45 feet. She will move closer to the crystal.
All of the distance?
Not all the distance. Yeah, that works.
Alright. That's your turn. It is now Shireen's turn. And she, with her innate spellcasting ability, is going to throw a fireball straight down in here.
Oof.
So that is going to hit Faustus, yes, Kit, and Isaiah. So I get you guys to make dexterity saves.
16.
That is a nat 20 plus 1. 21.
Noise.
16 fails.
No.
The 21 succeeds.
Yeah!
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 succeeds. She managed to dive out of the way, taking minimal damage. Now, that's an innate, it's on 3rd level.
I knew she had fireball.
What's the, how much damage is 8?
66.
I should have been specific and said, if I see her start casting, I'm going to.
This one is an innate one, so you can't count it.
Ah.
It's an ability, it's an action.
Oh, I was going to move out of the water. Yeah.
The last one you did was a charm person. Well, that's not much.
You see.
So what have we got there? So,
Just can't see over the lip of the dice tray.
28 points of fire damage for Isaiah, 14 points for Faltus and Kit.
Isaiah's down.
Isaiah down. No. As that, if I just explodes, expanding outward, takes Isaiah out. I'll just put things that I want to knock him over. Incapacitated.
You can just put him down. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
just put it down.
Just knock it down.
Isaiah's down. Because they basically disappear anyway. And she's going to start flying over towards
Leave me alone.
the.
Leave me alone.
She's just up over there. She's heading towards the crystal. I'm just going to pop it there, actually.
Yeah.
She can make
Oh,
it that
she-
far. She's heading towards the crystal.
Wow. Cool.
That brings us to Gregory.
So this fireball has just gone
Yeah,
off.
the flames are just beginning to dissipate. As from
Falstus
that
was-
explosion.
Just in front of me.
My cloak goes.
Falsus! Are you well?
I'm fine, friend. Let's press on. We must press the advantage against it. She's desperate.
Alright, so I'm going to see if I can make my way to Isaiah. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. What is your movement?
My movement is
So
30
just-
feet.
You can get to there.
I can't really see what that is in the context.
So you can't quite reach him. He's about 10 feet away.
Now, how much are you a stickler on administering potions? What kind of action would that take?
It's being a bonus action, sure.
Okay, great. So,
Well, sorry, it's a bonus action for yourself and action to do it for someone else. So,
okay, and did we clear off throwing it in Isaiah's face?
I mean, you can.
you should make an attack roll so you hit him.
Are we doing this?
One death
If you want
save.
to. He's on the ground, so range attack will be a disadvantage.
If I do get him and you say I just take away health without the benefit of administering
Are you
gotta
going to
say-
roll a nat 1 on this is the question.
Yeah. Nat 20, it like opens perfect.
and just flows into
Yeah.
the
Anything else that smashes and then maybe a little bit goes in his mouth, but there's still like shards of glass.
I thought you
I've
had
got a number in mind for hitting him and working.
Okay, but I'm doing it at disadvantage because he's on the ground. Even though theoretically I should have advantage.
I mean, it wouldn't be advantage to hit.
I mean, if you're attacking a prone target, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No,
Oh, you know,
the rule is the other way around.
Is that on the ground? They're hard to hit.
It's literally the rule book that says.
Yeah,
thrown
are
is
they though?
disadvantage.
Alright.
For me, they are.
Oh, jeez.
So, folks,
Is it a 1?
Isaiah, I just want you to know that best intentions do count because it is a natural one.
This is pretty big.
Oh, jeez.
Do I just take a failed death save? Excellent.
The potion splashes and smashes against his throat, cutting into his jugular, and blood just starts to
Oh no, what have I done? I swear I read this in a manual.
It's like 10. You've got about 10. And full healing.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on, people.
I love it. One failed save for
Bloody hell!
Everything was fine.
It was all fine. No,
Dice never
You've just
lie.
seen this potion slice
I feel
Isaiah's
really hard
jugular.
as well.
Heavy bleeding. What would you like to do?
I'm going to
not do that. You just look at it like.
run towards the now extra bleeding form of Isaiah, and shoot an absolute death glare at Gregory. Hands out, sort of crouching over his very, very sad, painful form. And, you know, very, very gentle green glow from under my hands pressed to his neck.
Please don't bleed out.
As I cast Cure Wounds.
There we go. Go ahead and roll it. As this happens, unknown to you, you feel a strange sort of warmth as that wing tattoo begins to glow. As you're casting this spell.
Finally, something feels right. Or wrong.
How much health?
9.
Nice, people.
Better than 0.
Better than 1 failed
Better
death.
than a negative.
Alright, so
Why is there glass on my face?
Isaiah, get up.
Which is a great
I'm like pulling them out.
We need some timing on that. When was that? When did that happen? So
2:11.
Someone get a chance to
People
people
know that.
Alright.
Bad prophecy, girl.
Break-
Bad
Break to the fourth wall there.
Yeah,
Where that comes in. So, we have the imp going. I'm going to turn on Isabel, who's right there.
Didn't even
Aw.
think of that.
Have a swim.
Hello.
Have a bite. She's going to use his sword.
Aw.
It's only 10, so you managed to just duck under that swipe. He's not very good with that sword. Looks a bit too heavy for him, weighing him down. He tries to flap him there. He's just hovering just off the ground, so he's within range if you want to use the whack next time. Falseness.
Well, like I hold up because I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. I call across the field to you as I see the holy glow emanating.
Also, like sits up, pulling glass from his face.
To be fair, neither did I.
Okay, this changes things. Okay, I take a look around the scene. So, at the moment, Dungeon Master, we have the succubus down near the portal,
Yep.
some imp thing. They're the last two fiends on the field at the moment, but
Yep.
the thing's still pulsing.
He's still pulsing.
Right. So, I will. Let's see.
There we go. It's because I was watching the delayed one.
So,
This one.
if I use my full 30 feet of movement, will I be within 60 feet range to hit the succubus with a guiding bolt? With a guiding bolt? Oh, it's 120 foot range on guiding bolt, so...
So you have to be in the room because she is right over the back. But yeah, you've got to about there. You can see her. She's not technically behind that. It's just she's up in the air.
Right. So what I want to try and do is maximize my distance.
Yep.
Right? So I need to be... So I got 120 feet range.
I would say just inside there next to Kit would be fine. Isaiah's now up.
Excellent.
Down.
And I will cast a first level guiding bolt at her. So
And
it's 10, 19 to hit,
that does hit.
and I shall roll my damage, which is going to be all sixes. There's the other four. Okay, so no sixes. Okay. 14 damage and
14.
glows.
She's got a glowing outline, but as part of that, she's going to cast Helix Rebuke on you.
Oh, finally.
So go ahead and roll me a
Dex save.
deck save.
Deck save
Oh, I saw that kind of shocker. I can't remember any.
of
It's just the first time,
does 15 make it?
Surely.
15 is a favourite.
I will use Favored by the Gods and add an extra 3 to that. Taking it to...
18 does just manage to succeed.
Of course.
That one's cocked. 27 points, so 13 points of fire damage. As you manage to just duck out of the way, the flames erupt around you and slowly burn out as you manage to pat them up quickly before they do too much damage. Still hurts, still charred and blistered skin as they begin to pop and pus and...
I drop to a sort of like a half knee and I'm not feeling so good.
Barry holds up another health potion.
No.
No! Okay, so used action.
What do you have? A potion. No.
I have to think some level of self-preservation here. Can I do that? Can I do that? No, I can't. Okay, yeah, I will use my Starlight Step to teleport 30 feet back out of dodge.
Back out there.
Yeah.
Just on the edge there. Over the prone. It is Isaiah's turn,
I stand up.
followed by Isabel. Yep, I popped you up. Gregory, back up.
I look up the glowing lady and I'm just like, I ain't hear no bell. Take a shot. With advantage because you guiding bolted her. That is going to be a dirty 20 with the old sharpshooter.
Definitely hits.
Nice.
Almost max damage. 24 points of damage. First shot.
First shot. Second shot.
Yep. No more advantage. So we'll just roll the Christmas dice. And that's going to be a 22.
That hits.
And this is not sharpshooter. For a flopping 12 points.
So, as that first shot strikes her in the back of the head, the second follows very quickly into that same hole, exploding out the front.
I would like to mention I'm non-legally doing it. So I'm trying to take out the wings.
Alright. Sure, that first shot hits the joint of one of the wings. The second shears it off, and she goes spinning down and slamming into the ground. Down to the ground, leaving just the soul imp there.
Target nullified, but she should be still alive. Take out the imp, and we need us to stop the green thing from doing the green stuff.
Does not recharge, so nothing comes out.
Stop green things doing green things.
That's 2 bullets, so I can use. Ooh, we've only got 2 magical bullets left.
So, it is Isabel's turn. Face to face with a nasty looking imp wielding a two-handed sword.
Punch.
17.
That hits.
Awesome. Just barely. Cool. So that one is in 13.
Nice.
Second attack. Yep.
Yeah.
That one
Just
is.
yes.
Yeah, just yes. 11. And I will spend a key point and more flurry of blows.
Yep, go ahead. So those first 2 strikes with the staff, quarterstaff, slam into its head. You can see that its facial structure begins to collapse under your assault.
Yeah.
You follow it up with a few series of punches.
16.
That hits.
Awesome. Oh, another 13. And
He's not looking good, as his face is a mess of broken bone and just pulp.
17 again.
That'll do it. That last 4th punch, yeah, to help, goes straight through his skull, and you just retract your hand really quickly as you make contact, but it's covered in that disgusting ichor that the demons seem to be breaking down into as they return to their home realm. He's gone. We will stand initiative order, however, because the crystal is still possible.
Oh, yeah.
Back, and I'm just like, we need to deal with that. Faustus, you're the one with the most magic, so I've seen.
I don't know if I can get there quickly.
It's either that or I'm shooting them.
So it's Kit's turn. No, it's Gregory's turn.
Oh, yeah,
What would
Gregory.
Gregory like to do?
He's heading for the crystal.
Gregory.
How far away is it?
It is. They're 10 each, aren't they? 10?
Correct, yeah.
50.
No, each square is 5 feet.
Each of the little squares, and there's 2 squares on each.
Yeah, each block is 10, yeah, because it's full.
60. Well, 55 feet.
55 feet. Alright, so go dash then.
Go dash. So you see this dwarf running incredibly fast for you. I didn't know dwarves could move this far.
Hammer
This
pickaxe.
fast. And gets there. Over to the right on the crystal or on the contraption. It is surrounded by this strange half stone, half metallic device that has glowing green runes around its base. And you can see that as they pulse, there are metallic bars and little bulbs that flicker with the energy, and that appears to time with when the demons have been appearing.
As a free action, I'm going to look panicked and yell,
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna hit it with my pickaxe.
It's probably not a bad idea unless we can deactivate it.
Just destroy it.
When in doubt,
He's used
hit
his
it.
action to dash though, so he doesn't do anything this round. It is Kit's turn. Follow close.
Yes.
Just hold still. If I can do one thing at least, then I can do this. Run over.
You're gonna run over to Faustus.
You would also need to dash 40, 50 to get there.
Isn't Faustus at the back?
I'm at the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're not dashing, Faustus is dashing.
No.
Faustus is a long way.
She's dashing to him.
You're dashing to Faustus.
Yeah.
I completely misheard what you said. Kit dashes to Faustus.
Yep. And so she'll reach down, try and reach out with this energy that she's just discovered that she's just discovered she can use. And for the first moment, it fizzles, and all you feel is a slight bit of warmth. And then I use action surge. And so I will once again cast Cure Wounds. And push as much of this newfound energy as I can into our dear counterspelling friend.
They call me Mr. Counterspell. They call me that.
Mr. Counterspell it is. So that's 10.
Thank you so much.
So you're getting 10 health.
Yep.
And you feel that familiar warmth of a nice reassuring presence as you cast that.
I feel like at least I've discovered one thing that I know I can do.
Yes, well, bringing life to something is no small thing. Well done.
Get up, friend.
Rise a little taller.
Alright.
Still shaking.
It is Faustus' turn.
So I'm quite far away from that thing.
You are.
So I will use as much movement as I can to move as close as I can to sort of what I want to do is I want to see from a distance, like, am I too far away to see this device at the moment?
No, you can see it from there. Now things have sort of calmed down.
Yep.
You see Gregory over the top of it, pickaxe in hand. Isabel's there as well, and you see this pulsing green glow lighting up.
So I want to sort of draw on my 96 odd years, my knowledge, what I might know about these things, to see if I can intimate how to deactivate, otherwise, make this thing go away.
You can make a history check if you'd like. It's a completely alien device.
Okay. Oh, I mean, it's not awful, but it's not amazing. That is a 13.
Never seen anything even remotely like this. But based off your understanding of the arcane and divine arts, the crystal is likely some sort of power source.
Okay.
And from that, you might say, if you hit a power source with a pickaxe,
What might happen?
So I think the only thing I can probably share with my very eager dwarf friend is, I suspect there's another way that will result in less blast damage to yourself, fine dwarf. I'd hold your pickaxe if you would.
I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here.
Don't hit it!
Anyone else have any counter opinions?
I'm not a good person to listen to here.
Not at the moment.
You may be too committed to your course of action, but that's all I can do in terms of the crystal at the moment without getting closer to try to do anything to it, since I don't have another action. So I will only... Is anyone really low in health at the moment? I know everyone sort of took damage.
I got my 9, but
Doing pretty
it's
good,
fine.
surprisingly.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm good.
I hope you're sturdy over there, dwarf, and yeah, I'll just end my turn.
Alright, Isaiah.
So hearing everything Faustus just said and seeing you, I'm just like, Faustus, it's better that we just blast this thing. Obviously, not with people next to it.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't say what this thing is. Just seems like you wouldn't want to be nearby when it goes off.
So I open the clip for 2 seconds and see that I got 2 bullets left, and then reclip it, and I'm going to hold my action to shoot the crystal, and I yell out, Isabel! Gregory! Move out of the way! I'm going to blast this thing back to whatever hell that it once came from. And I will hold my action until they have moved away to shoot the crystal.
While that is happening, the crystal does pulse, and the air around it crackles as another dog-like creature appears.
As a beholder appears.
As a kraken appears.
Oh no.
Don't thank you. And this fellow appears
Cool.
straight out.
He is surrounded by everyone.
I'm just going to put him in there.
One handling check.
Sit!
I rolled a pet.
I'm like, ignore it! Move away!
Alright, I need to roll his initiative. Which is terrible. Alright.
Awesome.
Even worse than Faustus.
I was pretty bad at that time.
Pen's not going well. Alright, so that brings us to Isabel.
Isabel. So the lady we need or want is on the ground next to the crystal?
Yep.
How strong am I? Hang on. 'Cause maybe I can pick her up and just run.
That's out dodge.
Hmm?
Get out dodge.
Thank you, D&D Beyond.
It's like, I'm a reload now.
Mhm.
For no reason.
Love it.
It takes 7 years
There
to
we
do
go.
so.
Oh, I'm strong. Okay, I have +4. I will pick the lady up.
Yep, go ahead and roll go athletics. See whether you can pull and drag.
If Gregory was going to spend his turn to help Isabel, can I give her advantage?
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. So it's athletics?
Yep.
Aw.
It's alright.
20.
Yep.
Alright, so you manage to hook her up, put her over a shoulder, and begin backing away.
I carry the table.
So you guys are moving this way. Are you going to move away?
You can disengage and
Yeah,
move.
disengage.
Unfortunately.
Doesn't let them
Just an action, isn't it?
It is.
And we picked someone up. So
But
action was picking up the person.
hang on.
So he will take an attack of opportunity. Let's see who's going to be on that as you guys.
Can I?
She can step
Step
in the
in the
wind,
wind.
which means it will have to be him.
Sorry.
Thanks for the help, Gregory.
That Gregory is a 22 to hit.
I dodged a bullet.
As Gregory
I'm sorry, Gregory.
I'm very sorry.
takes 10 points of piercing damage. And I need Gregory to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. A strength saving throw, you say? That's a high 3.
Gregory is bitten on the ankle and trips over, going prone, and lets go of the demon.
Isabel, leave me!
So Gregory is prone, and Isabel is weighed down and is at half movement.
Don't wait for poor Gregory! No, go up, don't!
Gregory is going to get knocked over by that anyway, because
She's really gone.
Alright.
So, how far away is Gregory from the device? Like 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet, you got a little bit, yeah. Just stumped forward.
Your trigger was when
So
they
it
moved
is
away.
not-
I'm weighing it up, and it
He's
is
allowed
like,
moving full distance away while dragging, so we got 45 there.
if you're like, believe me, I'm
You're
just
going to get
like,
back mostly to the group there.
I'm sorry, Gregory, I've got to take the chance. And I'll shoot now.
Do what you got!
Make the attack roll.
I did do both with sharpshooter just to really put it in,
my
and
God.
they are both very high, even with sharpshooter.
Oh my goodness.
Right, so roll damage as the bullet strikes the center of the crystal. So See how much further we can shatter that in one go or not.
Bye, Gregory.
28 for the first one, and 20 for the.
So the first one hits and
20.
shatters, and you can see a spidering crack spread across the face of the crystal. The second hits that same spot, and you can see that a volatile energy is beginning to ebb and flow, and you can see that the crystal itself is beginning to resonate.
But still,
So active.
It looks like you don't have a lot of time here.
Oh. I think that'll do it, guys, but I think maybe we should all get as far away from here as possible.
So I do need
Someone help Gregory.
Gregory to make a dexterity save. Because
You don't say.
you're not prone. So if you get up and run, he doesn't get another attack of opportunity because he hasn't had a turn yet. So, but I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Will he lose?
Dex save,
Yes.
17. A 13 plus 4.
So you take 13 points of damage as that crystal explodes. The dog is evaporated in the explosion, and you just hit the edge of the explosion and sends you flying forward, slamming the ground, and you take 13 points of fire damage. And the crystal is shattered, the device is melted, and the side pillars are cracked down and in, and it appears to now be inert.
Quickly cut out the fire that's on my coat underneath the illusion and put some smouldering beard effects on my dwarf.
you okay, Gregory?
Oh, my
It's
beard.
quite a blast.
Oh, my backside. Oh, it's scorched.
You're right.
Oh,
Can you
no,
stand?
I'm fine. Ah, yes. I appreciate the concern, lass. Oh, me rump.
Are you sure? Do you need some help to be put out?
No, don't touch me, please. The burns, I don't think I could handle it. I have another wee portion here.
And perhaps don't use those. The last one didn't work so well.
I can potentially heal you. I think.
Nay, lass, you'll keep the healing for these fine heroes here. I kind of take out another health potion and drink it. This'll do me like.
Alright, go ahead and roll the healing for that. Give yourself those HP back.
It's 2d4 or is it 1d4?
I've got them over there. You can roll one of them if you
Ooh,
want.
please, let's do it. Guys, room for a
Happy
rare
one of these
treat.
ages.
Oh, yes.
Room for a rare treat. Oh. Oh, it's flesh. Spears the expiry date might have gone with. Oh, there we go. So 6.
That one might have been out of date.
Oh, it tastes like grape.
6 points of healing back. We are out of initiative order. We can continue wrapping it up.
That too.
I'll leave it up to you guys. It is 10:45. We can wrap up if you want, or we can pick up from here next week.
So I'm going to walk forward to the.
We've got 15 minutes. We can see what we can do.
I'm going to walk forward to the unconscious succubus, and I'm going to like shake this creature. Tell us everything you know, fiend. As its head lolls around unconscious.
She needs to like cry. She needs to wait until we wake. She'll wake up. An hour it takes a bit.
Do I get a sense that, because there's the psychic rebuke. Now that she's unconscious, do I have a sense that I would be able to perhaps try again?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I think patience is a virtue as far as this priest of Eldith is concerned. So, an hour, you say?
Give or take a little bit.
I dare not enter its mind again.
You tried.
Wait. During combat, yes, I tried, but she psychically threw me backwards, blocking me.
Probably advise you not try again, like ever.
Well, yes, we know that it certainly... Well, I'm not really concerned about the succubus's feelings. Unlike
That's true.
how I felt about Lolliput.
Are you upset about that?
I was upset that he was so upset.
Mm.
I don't care about this devil, though. Sorry, kid.
No, that's fine. I think I know her.
The succubus?
Yes.
That might help this conversation that we're about to have then. Be less of an interrogation and more like a reunion.
I don't think I know her that well. I have the feeling that I don't want to know her. Perhaps we should bind her up at this point.
Get out the rope and I'll start wrapping her up.
While you do that, Kit is going to kneel down and almost nose to nose try and peer into her face. Is there... Yeah.
10. Good enough.
Seems to be fairly well bound. We're not too sure how it might go with a fiery demon being wrapped up in rope, but certainly he's currently restrained.
I'll unloop the chain from around my shoulder. Here, use this. And hand you the lantern with the chain.
I'll have another crack with that. I'm going to do both. She's wrapped, she's tied up,
Don't
and
wrap.
then there's like
Yep.
a chaining. That's significantly better. That's a
Nice.
16.
And non-flammable.
Yeah.
Seems very secure.
Alright, I'm going to put her over here. I'll keep an eye on her. I need somebody to perimeter sweep, make sure we haven't alerted any of the other people around here to our location. Double check any entrances, exits. See if we've still got some of those sigils leading us elsewhere.
Yes.
We make a call once this little one wakes up.
Yeah, I think I need a moment. Am I able to recall anything else about her as I kind of peer down?
Make an intelligence check for me. As a bit of a memory check.
That's my first natural 20 of the night. Once no one's in danger.
21st.
Are aware that the Forge Master and more specifically Eliana were following the orders of these two demons, particularly Shireen primarily, and they were in charge of disseminating information about the seals and overseeing that they were captured. So they're the ones that appear to have known that the seal or the Clockwork Moon was in Mordun, and they have been slowly bringing in cultists and demons through these portals to infiltrate different parts of the Imperium. And she was the source of the elixir that was being used to control people.
Friends, I think you made a good call, Isaiah.
I normally do.
Ego aside, she... Okay, so I remember now. I think, somewhat. Her name's Shireen. When I was... so you know I was...
Affected
lost,
by the
per se,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't... I'm starting to remember things back now. And discovering things, apparently. But Shireen was one of the major contacts of the entire area, if not more. She was one of the ones who was effectively making the brew to bring people in, and I witnessed. It's why this place was familiar. I witnessed people being brought in here, and more cultists and supplies.
This is the end of the line. This is where they were staging everything, then bringing them up to Mordun.
Or at least it's the very next step. She's going to know something. We need to keep her alive.
We could do that. She needs to tell us where the Eye of Mister is, or at least where they believe the Eye of Mister is.
Yes, absolutely. No, she was obsessed with tracking down the relics. This all makes sense now. I mean, I don't remember much else, but it's something.
No, that is incredibly helpful. It means we need to tread carefully. You're actually going to come really in handy for this, because I think...
As opposed to...
I mean, usually pretty mid, but... no, I think your mind, I think I'm cautioned against it, but I think we're going to have to maybe risk it for the biscuit, as they say.
Once she's conscious, you mean?
Yeah.
At the very least, can you get things like if we question her, we can elicit certain thoughts to come in her mind that might be able to steer you in the right direction?
Potentially. That's... You ask questions and make suggestions, and this gift returns what it can. So,
Well,
I'll do what I can.
We just need to make sure that she can't cast spells.
With that,
her hands tied, I know about the Imperium and some of the divisions. I mean, she's going to be able to do verbal stuff if she's going to be able to talk, but we can always gag her and then ungag her for an answer, and then re-gag her the moment we think she is going to try and cast a spell.
We'll just need to be careful.
Yeah.
I saw she expended a lot of magical energy. Unless she is an incredibly powerful spellcaster, which means we would not have been able to best her, she's probably going to be pretty tapped out, in my opinion.
You're probably right. I suppose I'll go looking for if there are any more sigils. We've already seen one secret door. Why not twice? Right?
That's true.
So I'm going to reach down and, sort of stroke the beautiful face of this succubus and mumble to myself, but not trying to hide it, yes, keep it alive, but not for long. And I say thick with menace. I could not abide demons. And I pull a dirty sock out of my pack and I stuff it in its mouth.
That'll work.
Can't be too careful.
Gregory's going to get very uncomfortable with everything that's happening.
They're beautiful creatures.
I don't know if I have the stomach to watch you do this. I'm going to go check and make sure that exit's secure.
I think that's a good idea, Gregory.
I can come with you. I need to search for the marks anyway.
I come to be welcome, lass.
So if we just
I'm sitting in front of the woman.
Yep.
take a slightly roundabout way along the walls, searching as we go.
Yep. You guys make an investigation or perception check for me. If you're working together, someone can roll with advantage, otherwise you can do separate ones if you like.
I'll give you advantage, most likely. Neither
Okay.
my investigation nor my perception's incredibly great.
Well, my investigation isn't fantastic, but I should get a bonus to it. It's more compensation than anything. Okay, so looking around, and then so 18 total.
18. So as you're looking around, you do find that there are a series of supplies in the cave in this corner over here. I don't know if the camera can see that, but hidden over and away, you can see that there are different types of clothing that you have seen around the Dwarven city to help blend in the operatives and people that they had taken control of, as well as there are several pouches of gold that you find that add up to 1,500 gold. You find several mundane items. There are pickaxes, some basic short swords and clubs, and some basic leather and like splint armor, but none of it appears to be overly high quality. And it was you ascertained it was to equip the operatives that they were sending up into the city, so that they would blend in with the Dwarven society. These used to be the way you came in and the portal when it was working. The only way is in or out of the chamber, but there are some very deep crevices that can only be traversed by some of the small rocky bridges, as you can see on the little map there. Maybe not from over there, but they go down so far that you can't see any bottom to them.
Right. Okay. So there's
unlikely
holes in the
that
floors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun.
Get 1,500 gold. That's not a small sum at all.
No, not at all. It really makes you think about. I mean, if they have that here, then how much have they invested in getting people into the rest of the city?
This just looks like pocket change.
For some, I suppose.
I mean, not for I. I had hoped to see if we could seal this room off and perhaps find a safe place where we might get some rest and recoup from our injuries. But these here holes, I kind of think I can seal them up.
No, and there's enough things crawling around. I mean, I suppose it's a difficult decision for you, isn't it? Because you were really out to make your fortune and start fresh.
This money could help in big ways. I just think taking this on to my wee little ones, seeing the look on their faces.
I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, really. I'm as new here as you are by lieu of a day. But I mean, I suppose that we don't want to put you in any further danger. So, if you were looking to head back and start anew and be with your kids, we could ask.
It's very charitable of you, very charitable indeed. But and I am partial to this idea. Perhaps we take what we find back to the group when they're done their grisly business and see what the rest think. But this temperature might be a bit too hot for wee Gregory.
Well, look, you've well.
By temperature, I mean the danger.
It's a small exception. You've done so well.
I did shoot a demon in the face. Oh, I can't wait to tell old Samantha about it. I call her old Samantha because she's the oldest of my wee children.
Right.
Awesome.
I'll call over and see if anyone's effectively unoccupied at the moment. We've found some golden supplies, but nothing else as far as we can see.
I'll stay with Isaiah watching over the
Isabel
creature.
will wander over and come check it out.
Grab what you can. Pack it up. We'll divvy it out once we get back. Did you find any more sigils?
It seems to end here.
The portal was the end of the line. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, she's got the answers. If the Eye Mister is anywhere that we can find in the Underdark, then she's gonna know it. So have a small rest, maybe a short one, and then it's questioning time.
Actually, a question for you.
Next question time.
What does the Eye of Mistra actually look like?
That I have no idea. I'm going off what these people want.
Okay. I had a really, really odd dream when I was here. And, I mean, we've established I can't trust myself at the moment.
No, but anything. Your dreams may be memories. We don't know.
That's almost what I'm afraid of.
If Lilliput were here, he could tell you. I caught fragments of it when I probed his mind to see the effects of Elyndra. But I can't be sure that what I saw was actually the artifact itself, but just an eye-like vessel. Mixed with swirling spirals of madness. It's but little help, I think. Does that ring any bells?
I mean, the swirling spirals are all too familiar. That's that is absolutely Elyndra's influence. I remember it's any time that I try and venture back into any areas that I can't remember, it's all I can see. But the when we rested the night, I had this odd dream of it was a series of ruins or an old city perhaps, and there was it's an old familiar thing now, but it's the smell of burning pitch and molten metal, the coppery taste in the air, and just this eye. I don't know if it was forged of stone or metal or just it's all I could see.
It's
But
like an amulet or something.
perhaps.
Just an object that looked like an eye.
Yeah, it was some sort of forged or carved or something like that. But I mean, that's all I know.
I wonder if you're seeing the City of Creation, Athal Fain, perhaps. But it's very helpful in the sense that with some idea or guide of what we'll be looking for, if the demon tries to distract me, trick me, perhaps it will guide what I see in her mind.
Potentially. I just wish that I had some almost a touchstone to know whether anything I was seeing is real.
We'll find out in due time. It could have been vision, prophecy, something that Elyndra's lingering influence allows you to see. It's hard to tell. We won't know until we ask this one. So
Yep.
keep the succubus.
You're right. I suppose we should find somewhere safe to rest up.
Tap it with your gun.
That will be used if necessary, but yeah.
And thank you. I appreciate you all allowing me to join you. It feels right.
Not a problem. You've been a great asset so far.
I agree. Lots of mysteries unfolding.
I feel like we wouldn't have gotten us this far without you here.
A few too many, but let's see if we can fix that.
And even old Gregory over here. Or he's kind of like off on his own at the moment.
Did you see him in the imposters?
I did. Well done, friend.
Thank you.
He's not too bad. He's not too bad with that crossbow.
Yeah, a little bit shaky.
I mean, he's still hitting targets. I've seen
did
soldiers in ranks, half as shaky as him miss that kind of stuff. That's a talent.
I think I might have discovered my calling.
Adventurer.
Adventurer.
Or you could go with me and be a mercenary. Either way.
Yeah, good return.
Despite your doubts, you did hold your own.
I'm sorry about that again, Isaiah. I swear the instructions said administer externally.
Sorry about what?
The wee bits of glass you have on the side of your
What? You know what? I don't care. I'm still up. That's the most important thing. These are more scars to add to the thousands I've got from my years and years of service.
I hadn't mentioned it.
Aye. Just wanted to be best to clear the air.
Everyone else saw it though.
Well, Mr. DM, I think we shall rest and we'll have to do questioning next.
We shall.
Yeah.
We shall take a break there. We'll end on that note. And thank you for joining us once again for the Chronicles of Amar, episode 18. Now, it's not on our schedule, but next week we will be running an online session. We'll confirm exactly what those details are going to look like, and we will post them on all our socials, but hopefully we'll see you then. Running a few little test things happening. Thank you for joining us, and we shall see you next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.